Nope.
Musical.
All right, listen. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. How you doing, Robin?
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm not a real hockey fan, but the Rangers lost last night.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
That means that they're down in the final series of who takes the Stanley Cup 1-0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what part of the series we were in even.
Yeah, I don't even know who they're playing. But
Vancouver.
Vancouver, right. Well, what's funny about it is Stuttering John was supposed to be on the post game, but the game went into overtime, so everyone went to sleep. So he was on, but no one saw it. I don't know how he keeps working himself into the to the post game.
What was he going to do in the post game?
I mean, his band was going to play or something. They were going to play from his new album. He somehow got himself booked on there again.
They must like John. John is the only one who'll do the show?
I watched that last Rangers game, the one where they won against that New Jersey team. New Jersey Devils.
Right.
I didn't even know New Jersey had a hockey team.
Oh, stop.
I didn't. I just didn't know. I'm literally hockey illiterate.
Well, you put it away from yourself because back in the good old days at NBC, we used to do sports scores and we used to do the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah, but you think I listened?
Oh, I thought you were.
I thought the New Jersey Devils was like some kind of weird basketball team that played in some league that nobody knew about.
That's the Nets.
Oh, that's right. That's the Nets. They do play in a weird league.
Some league.
Yeah.
The Devils have only been in New Jersey since like 81 or 80.
It's just like I'm totally oblivious to that portion of life, and although I got a lot of enjoyment out of watching that game that went into double overtime. I didn't stay up for the double overtime.
Even though it was the Devils, huh?
It was the Devils and the Rangers, and it was an exciting game because 7 seconds left to go, and the Rangers, they were winning 1-0. 7 seconds left to go. This team is cursed. 7 seconds left to go, and boom.
The Devils score.
In 2 seconds. And then, you know what happened last night?
No.
Rangers are playing against Vancouver. They're winning 2-1. A minute left to go. A minute. Who scored?
Vancouver.
Right. They go into overtime.
That's the only other group to score.
And Vancouver wins in overtime.
Oh.
And I was listening to some sports show because now that I watched the hockey game, I'm trying to learn something about it. Yeah, I got to educate myself about what I just saw. Since I'm too stupid to know what I just saw, I tune it in. The guy goes, "Well, it's clear the Rangers have to learn." What is the big thing that they tell them how to learn? They have to learn how to keep the puck
in play. No,
they have to learn to keep the puck. This was really funny. This guy's supposedly a sports expert. I could have told you this. So they have to learn to keep the puck. He had a fancy term for it, but what it meant was keep it away from your net.
The other guys.
And the last minute of the game, keep it down the other way.
The Rangers have to learn to keep the puck out of their own zone.
Yeah. But I mean, come on. Even I know that.
And they've been playing hockey for how long? They still haven't learned that.
Yeah, I mean, you would think a kid growing up in Canada would learn that.
You must be some kind of genius.
Yeah. So, the guy was saying in the last minutes of the game that for some reason, and then they're icing the puck. I don't know what that means.
That's if you when you shoot the puck out of your own zone, down to the other end of the ice. Okay? Yeah. There's a little red line right behind the net. If this is such a hard rule to explain. If say the Rangers shoot it all the way out, if Vancouver gets there before one of the Rangers touch it, it's icing. If it goes across like 2 or 3 lines.
Oh, okay. So they got to learn not to do that.
In other words, you can't just dump the puck out of your zone all the way down.
You can't just smack it down.
Right.
You can't just smack it down.
You could have one of your own players down there.
And what happens is, the only way that rule changes is if the puck, if the goalie has to play the puck, then there's no such thing as icing.
Right, because he's got it in play.
He's got to play, but what that rule does...
So if I smack it down there, and if the goalie's got any brains, he won't touch it, and then an icing call will happen. Right. And if an icing call happens, what happens then?
This is key, because this is how the Rangers got screwed up the other night against the Devils.
Then the puck ends up being set up.
You have to do a face-off. You have to do face-off in your own zone.
That's what kept happening.
Now, let me ask something about this wacky rule.
Thank you.
So you can't just take the puck and slap it all the way down there.
Right.
But if you slap it all the way down there and it's going into the net,
or the
that's
goalie,
okay.
Right, if the goalie has to play it, if it's on goal, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you better be damn sure it's going to be on goal. Otherwise, the whole teams get to move down right by your net and do a face-off. And that's how thank you. We're discussing sports. I have to belt.
Yeah, be a real man.
Anyway, so that was kind of cool. This is, by the way, you've tuned into a new program called Hockey for Idiots.
I still don't. I actually went to a hockey game once.
And you didn't even know that rule.
I didn't know anything.
Robin was just stuffing hot dogs and popcorn.
Robin, there's 3 rules you have to know. They're very simple. There's icing, offsides, and, of course, there's no 2-line pass.
Oh,
which is?
You can't pass over 2 lines. There's,
right.
There's 2 blue lines and a center line.
I noticed a lot of that was happening.
Huh. And what does that mean? What do you...
Who cares? You know what? That's why no one watches hockey, except for retards like Tom and Gary.
You get those big sticks, you put on those skates, and you
try and score.
And you try to hit each other.
I say it's hard enough just to skate.
They actually push that puck around. It's hysterical.
Well, you know, I don't even. I'd have to put on sneakers and have a stick. I can't ice skate. Have you ever ice skated?
No.
Me neither. My parents never once exposed me to that. My parents exposed me to nothing. They were afraid I'd get hurt doing everything. So as a result, I don't have any athletic ability.
Did they do things? They just didn't figure you could do it.
No, they didn't do things either. My mother couldn't even ride a bicycle.
You're kidding.
You know, I had to teach her when I became a teenager. I had to take my mother down to Eisenhower Park, which was at the time called Salisbury Park. And I had to take her and rent a bike and push her around.
Wow.
When I was in high school. You know what that's like? God forbid anyone saw me.
Yes.
Mama's boy would have been yelled at a lot.
Oh, man. I had to sit there. You know how you teach a little kid?
Taking your mother for a ride.
And then I had to take her on a bicycle built for 2 to get her used to it, a tandem. Because they rent those at Eisenhower Park. I'm sure they don't anymore.
No, they still do.
Do they?
People are still into that.
Really?
Yeah.
They rent them in Central Park, too. You see, like, people on them. And then every once in a while, some wacko will show up with, like, a 3 or a 4
You know, they have those buggies now that are like bikes.
Right.
Yeah.
The buggy where you sit in and pedal.
I went bike riding on Memorial Day. And I figured, now I'll start bike riding every day. But I could see it's not going to happen. I just went for one time.
You really have to make a commitment and say, I'm going to do it. It doesn't just happen.
I was sitting in my house watching TV. I go, I'm not going bike riding.
Yeah, I'm already here. I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I'm tired. I've had a long day.
Hey, Howard, can I just tell you one other really cool aspect of the hockey game that's great to watch?
Yeah.
There's like 2 games that get played. There's a game that gets played at the for like the first 2.5 periods.
Wait a second. Somebody's unwrapping something. It's got to be Fred.
Yes.
What are we putting it back?
What are we doing? Breakfast?
I was just pulling out an apple.
Oh, okay. He's got a big plastic bag.
It's apple time.
Yeah. And the apple time can't wait.
No. Fred has a schedule
I was trying to be quiet. I guess it didn't work.
All right, let me turn on your mic. I made the accident of keeping Fred's mic open.
Usually he doesn't use it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Robin.
It's always safe to have it.
I never know when to put his mic, because when I put it up, he doesn't talk into it anyway.
I never know when it's on anyway.
Where were we? I'm sorry. That was a Fred moment. I just heard like thunder and lightning going on. It's Fred's bag. It's like...
You see, Fred has to eat during the show, Howard, because...
What? Fred is talking. You can't even hear him.
That's why I don't know when the mic is on and when it's off.
All right.
Your serendipitous mic maneuver. Like it matters.
Fred getting his apple. That's, like Billy does impressions and Fred does impressions. Even Jackie do. I don't do any impressions except Fred getting an apple. Here it is.
Very good. It sounds just like Fred.
You can use that if you want.
Thank you. Hey, that's Fred's new sound effect. We're going to go, hey, let's go to Fred. Good morning. Already busting balls.
Jackie just gave me the what did I walk into look.
Yeah.
No, I always love to watch Gary decide how hard he should laugh when you're screwing around with Fred.
Nah, he gives me a look and he goes, he starts shaking his head like, I'm not going to laugh.
Yeah.
I'm not going to laugh with Fred.
I'm not going to participate.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved.
But Freddie has to do all of his eating in here. He won't eat in front of us anymore.
I'd much rather talk about Fred than the hockey game.
Yeah, but he's made a move now. We haven't seen Fred eat in years at this point.
Well, you can see me. I'm here every day.
No. You hide back behind that carousel of carts.
Yeah.
Howard has books up, and you sit over there and eat.
No one wants to look at Fred.
You hide over there.
No one wants to look at Fred while he eats, so Fred has built a wall of seclusion around himself. It's like the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
Fallout shelter.
Yeah. He has I got to describe it. He sits to my right.
Thank you, Clark.
I sit behind the microphone. Everyone sits behind the microphone. I sit behind the main microphone with the big board. Fred and Jackie.
Well, it's in the book. You can see it in the book.
Yeah, take a look at page right in the front of the book. Didn't we do it on the front of the book?
I think
you
so.
get an idea of what's in the studio.
Like the whole thing.
Page 60.
Is it page 60?
You're talking about the one where everybody's picture's in, you can see where Fred sits?
Yeah.
That's
page 60?
60 and 61.
I thought that was up earlier, but okay. here's the deal. Right. So Fred is to my right, and Robin sits behind Fred in her glass booth. So she gets to see, I have a wall of books, so I don't have to look at Fred during the show.
And even if that wall of books falls down, there's a wall of cards.
Right. There's double insulation. Should any accident happen, I will never see Fred.
Double bagger.
Right.
Never want to take a chance.
Fred's a double bagger. Because I'll turn to stone if I see him eat.
What can I say?
It's just really distracting because Fred forms a pouch in his mouth, and the pouch can sit there. It's like watching a snake eat a mouse. It can take hours.
Right. You watch it go down.
Right. That's a good image, thank you. And then Robin sits behind Fred, and she usually used to have this full view, but from behind, so she wouldn't see Fred's pouch, but she could see him on, dismantling his nuts.
You can see through my head.
Yeah.
What he was eating and when.
Yeah, like if you watch the squirrel from far away, as he unpacked his nuts and stuff, and rubbed his fingers together. So Fred, quite strategically, has placed carts and different, when we see carts, they're big, almost like 8-track tapes, and there's big carousels of them, and Fred has lined up carousels blocking.
This is here because, if you'll notice, if I turn around...
Fred, no need to explain.
Just explaining, because you're creating this mystique that I'm...
No, I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Right, but you've moved it into a... I used to have a better view of you than I do today.
You're almost hidden from Jackie. You're in a bunker. The
him I'd like to hide from.
If D-Day ever comes, Fred's secure.
You know what? Fred wants to get a message to Jackie, he throws it over the wall.
I know.
With a rock.
Now it's uncomfortable. I gotta go.
Right. Okay, take it easy.
Sit there.
Sit there and take it.
What's uncomfortable is his haircut.
Fa-fa-fooey.
He's boxhead.
All right, I got to take a break so we don't fall far behind. We got a lot going on today. Cool. Matter of fact, Ralph's coming in to do my hair. I'm gonna have a camera on me in just a couple of minutes because I got to make a big announcement. That's good for all of us. Actually, we have a big announcement, a show announcement to make that everyone will be happy with.
Okay, it's funny. I just got to tell you before you go on. We were talking about Gary's haircut and his teeth yesterday.
Yeah.
And there was this big headline in the New York Post: "Arm to the teeth."
Yes.
And somebody faxed an arm to Gary's teeth.
Arm to Gary's teeth. Gary's teeth are so huge.
Man.
That's why on my new videotape, all I do is talk about Gary's teeth and lips.
You can't avoid it. If you see them, they become the topic of discussion.
And Robin and Jackie are sitting right near Gary and Fred, and everyone's just looking at his teeth and gums and analyzing.
He's hypnotized.
Never gets old.
Yeah.
How about his cousin that cut your hair? Was there any...
No, it didn't look a thing like Gary.
He didn't have Gary's teeth?
No. No, it didn't. He must be from a different side of the family.
Got the good side of the genes.
Yeah. The human side.
There's that missing link factor.
I don't know what happened with Gary. Gary's half ape. Because the back of his head is the head of a gorilla. I know that.
Just imagine arm to Gary's teeth.
After he gets the haircut and you look at the back of his neck, it's like the back of King Kong.
Yeah, it's like
when he climbed up there by State Building, a little sweat on the back.
No offense to Mongoloids, but a Mongoloid has a big, flat back neck. That's one of the distinguishing characters. It's a flat neck. The back of the neck.
It's almost like no neck. The head and the...
Ladies and gentlemen, the eighth wonder of the world, Kong.
I'm sorry.
Are just welded together.
I caught this in mid-conversation because I turned away. I was listening to Fred's tape from last night that I'm pulling for all those great raps he does between songs.
Good.
Now, what did I miss? I'm a Mongoloid?
No, I'm talking about the back of your... It's like Robin said, you almost don't have a back of your neck. It's like... It's flat head and then flat neck. It all melds together like a Mongoloid.
Shoulders.
Yeah, it's weird.
Shoulders.
It's the funniest thing because now you cut your hair real super short and you can see the flatness of the back of your head.
My summer cut.
Your summer cut. Unbelievable.
I hate it when he does that.
You can't help it, man.
Big old red face glaring at you. Jackie's like the evil clown.
Jackie's so excited when that first day of summer comes.
I love it.
He is so beat red walking around.
I was out again yesterday.
Look, I know.
Yeah, why should he give his cells a rest?
Yeah, he ran home yesterday he built a piece of wood.
He didn't build anything. They found something floating in the water, and they tied it up.
Yeah, and Jackie has a piece of wood, and he goes down every day in Bayville and swims, and then climbs on the piece of wood and is like, my piece of wood.
Yeah. My piece of the rock.
And he goes, wood. Yeah, he says to me the other day,
oh, boy.
I know you guys kid about the wood, but it really brings me great pleasure. Even the algae under the wood
It's my algae.
It's my wood.
Well, I like that they took AstroTurf and put it on the wood.
Yeah, that was Jackie's innovation. So it would be comfortable for Jackie to lay on the piece of wood. Meanwhile, the guy can afford, like, he could get himself floats. He could do whatever he wants.
We're painting the wood this weekend.
Are you? What do you paint it while it's in the water?
No, we're going to haul it in out of the water. The interns don't know, but they're coming to help me this weekend.
I see.
I'll pull it out of the water and sand it, paint it.
Wow.
I like the fact
good hard work, and then you have a beer afterwards to relax.
Sweat, beer, jump in the cold water, man. Nothing like it.
He'll do that all weekend.
Nothing like it.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it, like a hillbilly.
Not all weekend. I have a gig in Albany Saturday night at the Starlight Theater.
There you go. That's always
a roasted Jackie.
Always interesting when you throw those plugs in.
Well, it segued very smoothly.
Do you ever look at Jackie's like eye sockets?
Don't start,
because they're all red.
Sorry.
Too late.
They're all red in the white line.
But then his eye sockets. It looks like he wore sunglasses, but they're completely like white. But his whole face is red. It's like a reverse.
It's like a reverse raccoon. Yeah.
Right. If you get really close, you can see it.
Yeah.
I noticed that yesterday. I don't know why, because I don't wear sunglasses.
Well, maybe you squint in the sun.
Spoons over his eyes. Taking big lemons over his eyes. Cold beer.
Dude, that's where he rests his beard on his eyes.
Yeah, they're coasters. They're not eyes.
But he's so high, it's like, the sun! Sun!
Look, everybody! The sun!
And Jackie thinks he owns that beach. I'm telling you, he's like the mayor of the beach.
Sun.
I'll just put a jetty here. I'll put a piece of wood here and anchor it. I don't care who wants that wood there.
I don't care if it's legal.
I don't care if it's legal. I want wood in the middle of the water.
The highlight of the beach.
Worship. The highlight of the beach.
The Incans. The Mayans. The Bayvillians.
Sun
worship.
I know. I'll put wax wings on and fly off this cliff.
I'm Icarus. Icarus.
Jackie running naked on the beach.
We're too close to the sun. Nancy.
Obliterated by the sun.
My wings are melting.
I love it. Well, not
He's amazing what he gets out of that sun.
Oh, man, he's telling me about the piece of wood. You're waxing poetic about the piece of wood.
My doc, thank you.
I just can't believe that Jackie's so in love with that doc that he would waste a great favor from you by making an announcement on the air to retrieve it after it got cut loose this winter.
I know.
It's the greatest story.
He could have just bought a new piece of wood.
Greatest story.
No,
See my piece of wood.
Howard, Howard, can I make an announcement on the air about my piece of wood? It's like, Jackie, okay, I love you, I'll do it for you, but, dude, buy a piece of wood, save yourself the embarrassment.
And a million times.
And then we had to thank
you would have thought he lost a pet.
Then we had to thank the Bayville Navy or somebody.
Yeah, right? Yeah. The Bayville Navy. They have their own Navy.
That's fun.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of guys we had to thank who tracked down Jackie's piece of wood. People being murdered and raped out on our streets. But we had to thank Jackie's.
We thank West Harbor Marine on Ludlam Avenue.
West Harbor Marine. Jackie.
Army, the Navy.
Yeah, boss. They spotted it with radar.
Could you please find my piece of wood so I can lay down in the middle of water and smoke pot?
Space Shuttle Voyager.
Nancy, we may have to put the picture of the wood on the side of a milk carton.
Have you seen me? I'm going to put a low jack device in it. All right. Have you seen me? What happened to those commercials, Howard?
Have you seen my wood?
All right. $25,000 reward. Wood.
It's got a blue piece of cloth on one side and green AstroTurf on the top. Please bring back my piece of wood.
Please. We love it.
Maybe I'll paint a 3x4 picture of myself on it, Robin.
Wood.
I really want my piece of wood.
Oh, it's a great story. We were out swimming, and a piece of wood floated up, and it was great. So we all got over, got sanded. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. We Kismet, me in the wood.
Launching the jetty.
That wood may have floated from the other side of the world just to be with me. It was meant to be.
You know Jackie's plans. You know he's gonna write screenplays. He's
out on that stupid piece.
Well, no, he's got all these plans. I'm just wondering when he's gonna do it. When he's gonna give up sanding the piece of wood for writing his screenplay.
He will stop writing.
I have my priorities.
All right.
I'm shocked that Jackie hasn't written his phone number on it so planes could see it when he's not laying on it.
That's what I'm doing this weekend. I don't mind.
All right, let's take a break. Maybe we'll be off Jackie when we get back, although we could get right back into it. You don't know where we'll go. Plenty going on. We have a big announcement coming up today, something that will please all of our fans, Robin.
Right.
And make our enemies very angry. And in case anyone's wondering, yes, I'm still running for governor.
Yes, that's still on the burner, too.
That's still on the burner. And still there, the Libertarian Party getting the petitions ready to, people to sign.
Wonderful. I haven't seen any, but...
No, but I'm sure they know what they're doing. And I will be the governor of New York State. And you'll see, I'll win. I know the polls say I'm about 12%. Some polls say 20%. I will win. Again,
I think that you're being taken less seriously simply because you're not a big presence.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about that new lieutenant governor candidate for the Republicans, the
sexy one. Yeah, she's pro-Jetty.
All right.
She's pro-wood.
Yeah.
So anyway, they find her, and they're writing about, she's about 45 years old, and because she doesn't look like a complete battle axe, they're talking about...
She doesn't look like Jean Kirkpatrick or something.
They're talking about how she's the new sex symbol.
She's sexy and brainy.
Yeah.
I didn't see one close-up. Every picture is her from...
Well, the funny one was they had her in an evening gown yesterday, and I swear... The breasts were down like two loose torpedoes.
Well, you know what her breasts look like? Remember that old lady I used to draw in Playboy?
Yeah. Yeah, right. All bent over with a big breast.
With the cucumbers.
And normally you wouldn't even analyze the woman, but they're making such a big deal about her being a sex symbol that you start to look, you go, okay, and you start to analyze her, it's believable. Maybe she's a pleasant-looking woman, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but when I looked at it, I said, Christy Todd Whitman is a much more attractive woman.
Please. Christy Todd Whitman's breasts stand on their own.
And nobody carried on about her being a sex symbol, or we got some brainy, sexy woman running for governor of New Jersey.
Yeah, how come they didn't... I thought Christy Todd had a much better body. She had a nice ass, big jogs. Ooh.
But all of a sudden, this woman got tagged sexy.
Christy's head looks like it's been squeezed a little, like a device. It's a little thin. She has a very thin head.
Okay. I hadn't analyzed her that much.
Oh, I have. But I like that bird look.
The bird look?
Yeah, you look like a bird head. But I like her body a lot.
Uh-huh.
The big ass. Thin waist. Big chest.
Yeah. Nice ass.
But the Republicans are pulling out all stops to counter me. They're even going for the sex appeal. Anything. But I will win. I will win because the death penalty must be here. Everyone agrees with me. All law enforcement officials secretly endorse me. They tell me, listen.
They may have to come out publicly for someone else.
Right, but secretly they are pulling the lever for me. Me!
Ah,
me! Just me!
Me and my wood.
Me and my wood and my son. All comes back. Circles around every time.
Although in an effort to counteract the momentum the Republicans have gotten from the sex symbol, I have Stan Dworkin getting breast implants today.
She's sexy.
She's cute. Me. All right, I got to take a break. I have to go doll myself up because of my I have to be on TV today a little bit. And I will make a big announcement very soon. I will also take phone calls when I get back. Don't go away.
Oh. Hauser Show.
All right.
One of these days we have to talk about this assistant thing because it is kind of wacky.
That you have someone living in your apartment and assisting you?
And not only that, but, they're very sweet and they're very nice, and they give you the impression they're there because they like you, but a big chunk of my money leaves every
Yeah, no kidding. No one's going to do that for free. What is it?
Does she live there?
No.
She just comes in, helps Robin out.
Yeah.
With her many duties. Duty. Well, you know what I mean. She's there.
She's there.
Except when Robin's sleeping. It would be better if she was there when Robin was sleeping. She wouldn't have to look at her.
But she only comes when I'm awake.
That's right.
comes when I'm awake. She says, it's fun to be there when Robin's awake. Yeah.
She says to me yesterday, she's sitting around, you know, and I was supposed to be doing something. I sat there and talked right past the appointment to her, and she says, oh, you know, we had to catch up. I haven't been here in 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, crazy?
Yeah, just do your work.
Keep your head in a book.
Yeah.
Be busy.
Busy yourself. Understood. You know, it's really weird, you know, since we have Billy in here, you know, because I keep Billy's mic open.
Yeah.
And, you know, Billy is allowed to pop in with voices. Now, Fred and Jackie are doing shows while I'm doing the show. There's a lot of noise. I can't seem to get one-on-one conversation.
About it yesterday, and I said, you know, Jackie seems to be a much greater presence.
Yeah, well, everyone's on mic now, talking a lot, and it's like, sometimes I just want to shut everyone up so I can get a word in. And then when you talk to Jackie, all of a sudden he's plugging something every 3 seconds. Yeah, that's right.
I will be at
But I will be in Albany in Crazy Balls. It's like, you know, dude, just have a conversation. So everybody, shh. Now I'll go to the phones. Yeah. And Fred says stuff, and I don't have his mic up anyway. And then I got to turn. Then I turn his mic up, and he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, he won't say it again.
Your mic is off. Well, I don't know how you're supposed to know. But they should put a mic light. You're not. Your mic's not on now. No one can hear you.
Okay. Well, what can I say? But I'm talking to you as a person.
Right.
But he's doing a show, Fred.
Yeah, I'm doing a show. I'm trying to, you know, seriously, you've done radio, Fred.
I'm still trying to have a conversation.
It breaks my train of thought.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. I apologize if it is.
No, I'm telling you, it always does.
Well, then, what do you want from me?
When I address you,
like, okay,
then you talk.
20 minutes ago, okay, you say, I don't say anything. Then I say something and you yell.
No, when I talk to you, say something. And when you answer me, just get on the microphone. That's all.
Sometimes the urge happens. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Raise your hand or something. I'm being serious because...
Okay.
You know what my motto is? Speak when spoken to.
Okay.
Same with you, Jackie.
But if you never speak to me, then I never say anything.
Okay. Good, then don't say anything.
Okay.
I want to hear from you anyway.
All right. Fair enough.
Same with Jackie over there. Hey, let me say something. Get my mic on.
Because he's been chiming in with those non-secular stories.
I tell you, he throws...
The sun was awful bright the other day.
That's like...
Yeah, you know, it's just like when... And then you never understand what he said.
Yeah, I know, and I'm just trying to do a show.
You want me to talk now?
No. All right. No, because sometimes I look at Billy and I'm waiting for him to say, because I keep Billy's mic open.
Yeah.
And if he has one of those stupid little character voices he can do, I say, just throw it in. Don't even wait for me. But I think Jackie now thinks he's supposed to be talking, too.
Yeah, he's thinking of character voices he can
I'm a character.
Hey, I have voices. Here's a voice. This is me doing an impression of a bird. Cheep, cheep, ream, squawk. This is a cow. Moo. Oh, have you heard my dog? All right. Enough. I'm even turning down Robin's microphone. I don't know whose microphone it turns down. It's just too much noise. All right. Now, where is everybody? It's too quiet in here. Okay, here we go. I got to tell you something. First of all, we'll be making a big announcement in a few minutes. This will truly prove that I am the king of all media, Robin.
I was watching a promo on Channel 4 the other day. Do you know they use you in their news promos now?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, yes, they do. They talk about who might show up on Live at 5. You never know.
Yeah.
Even the king of all media.
Oh, really?
The last thing they say. Yeah, not to self-proclaim. Even the king of all media.
I am the king of all media. No longer self-proclaimed. I really am. Books, film.
That's right. What other realm is there to conquer?
Radio. The only thing left is television. And maybe we'll have an announcement about that in a short few minutes.
All right.
We'll see what happens from the king of all media. Unbelievable.
I didn't know you hadn't seen that. I'll try to catch that for you.
Yes, I need to see that. It's very important that I monitor.
I've been running it for a while.
You're kidding me. I got to tell you, well, let me take a few phone calls. I'll work my way into it. We've got a lot of mail, a lot of things to go over, a lot of questions people have, though, about us and about what we're up to, Robin. So let's go to Buffalo first. Buffalo, you're on the air.
Let me talk to my brother Red.
All right, thank you. Everybody doing jokes. I just want to talk to normal people. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up? Hello?
Come on, are you putting on a voice?
Huh?
Are you putting me on?
Who?
You.
No, this is the Gusser. I'm calling from Cleveland now.
All right, can you lower your radio? Please, everybody, turn down your radio.
I thought I turned it to O'Shea. I just turned it down.
Did he just say a foul word?
I don't know what he's saying.
I think he said O'Shea, right?
O'Shea.
Yeah.
O'Shea, okay.
Okay, O'Shea. Hey, I'm waiting for you to come down to Cleveland.
Are you high?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I had some mega pounders of Tanqueray and tonic and some screwdriver.
You want to drink that laying on a piece of wood? You know, we were in here talking about...
That's all booze that's giving you this?
That's all. So that's all legal, this high you have?
No, I had some reefer.
Oh, you did have some reefer.
I thought there was a little reefer in there.
Look at Jackie's so happy. You should see the look on his face.
This is his bud.
The reefer. You are not alone.
I like the sun, too.
You know how the sun intensifies the high?
Yeah, it's a natural type
And then the whole world begins to look like a Super 8.
Super 8?
Yeah.
We're in here talking about Jackie's piece of wood. Like, can you imagine, like, and John came in, Stuttering John, he said, if you saw this piece of wood, you would laugh because it is so unimpressive, this piece of wood that he carries on every day. After we get off the air, it's Jackie, you know, because after we get off the air, I'm pretty pooped from talking, so everybody else gets a chance to talk. And Jackie comes in about his piece of wood. And he's like, yeah, you know, no joking around. I really do want to get out there because we're painting a piece of wood today. And all my friends are coming over, my buddies, going to have a few beers. And we're going to, you know, lay on the piece of wood. So I thought it was like a huge piece of wood.
Right.
He says it's like this piece of garbage that floated up out of the water that Jackie put an anchor on. I said, can you imagine if Jackie actually bought something that would give him pleasure, like a water ski?
It probably wouldn't give him pleasure, though, because he spent money on it.
Yeah, they don't make it out of wood.
That's not real.
Like, if he went out, if he loves the water that much and wants to have fun in the water, buy a jet ski, you'll go out of your mind.
Sure.
But he's so cheap, he won't buy a jet ski.
I got to wait for my friend who lives 2 doors down. He's got a jet ski. I'll wait until he comes around.
Hey, if he comes around, then I can use
his jet ski.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'll lay on the piece of wood.
I've had sex with that wood.
Jackie, did you ever consider, like, maybe buying something?
No. Am I allowed to talk now?
Yeah, if I dress you, you're allowed to talk.
For a long time, we looked into having somebody build a dock. Then we had a big flood. We lost a lot in the flood, and a big hunk of a regulation piece of dock floated up. It's 20 feet by 4 feet, and it's gorgeous.
20 by 4.
You guys can carry on from now for the next 10 years.
Is it as pretty as your house?
Yeah, which is nicer, your house or the piece of wood?
In your stupid apartment with your stupid assistant, and I'll sit on my stupid piece of wood. Wherever.
Are you hurt?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to figure out how the hell I stop this.
is wounded.
What?
My inner child is wounded.
No, but I mean, the guy would have so much pleasure. He lives near the water. So, you know, he would get so much pleasure.
I have plenty of pleasure on
He would get so much pleasure. I didn't address you.
No.
All right.
Dude, how's your high? Are we bringing you down?
No, I'm tripping out. I had a question about the jetty.
Yeah, what's the question? Go ahead. We'll answer. We're gonna only for the first hour of the show do we answer questions about the piece of wood.
That might be his escape pod next time his house gets flooded.
Yeah, Jackie, next time your house gets flooded, you could just jump on the piece of wood.
Just float away.
So tell me, how did you get high? What did you drink?
A Tanqueray and tonic.
And then what did you smoke? Reefer?
A little bit of reefer. My buddy Todd gave it to me.
And what do you, and how many drinks did you have? How many cocktails?
Oh, I can't remember. I don't know. A couple mega pounders.
Mega pounders, man.
But, you know.
He's getting ready for our trip to Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm going to come down from there.
Good.
I'm going to go wild, man. I'm going to be up there. I'm going, hey, let's go.
Right, okay. Will you have your shirt off and have, like, weird red paint on? And
No, you're going to paint your face on my chest and go, let's spooky, mamas.
Okay, dude.
I'm going to be up there dancing, too.
So what are you, all alone? All high like this?
Oh, yeah, I drink alone.
Do you think there might be a problem here with drinking alone and
No,
stuff?
I don't have no friends.
I don't have no friends.
Hey, you know what?
Well, what about Todd? He gave you the reefer.
Well, yeah, he gave me some reefer, too, but he don't like me. I went to the VFW on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And I drinking with the old-timers up there.
Yeah.
Because they let me in, and I got real drunk, and I told some MIA jokes.
Yeah.
And they kicked my ass.
What'd you say to them? You don't go up to veterans and talk about missing in action.
I've never heard an MIA joke.
Yeah, what is the joke?
I can't remember. I was just making fun of them.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know, or like some
nice stump.
You know, making jokes about them being in holes and stuff.
Right.
You know, I thought it was funny, and I guess I was wrong.
Did you lose that in the big one, dude?
Oh, I know that one. Hey, so when you...
How's a guy talk like that?
I guess that's the high. You don't normally talk like that.
No.
You know who comes closest to his style of speech?
Who?
Because I see a lot of young guys like this who like get drunk and talk like this. It's like, Mr. Ed. Hello there, Wilbur.
My favorite show. Oh, man, I can't believe I'm talking, you guys.
Hey, well, we'll see you in Cleveland, all right?
I'll bring my pube, too.
Your pube?
Oh, yeah, I got a collection.
I got a collection of pubes.
I'll never.
They're floating in the Tanqueray.
Tanqueray and tonic.
What do you have, a collection of pubes? You save your pubes?
Yeah.
And you got them in a bag?
No, I'm in a jar.
In a jar?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I give his name.
Oh,
I bleeped his name off. Okay,
I'm sorry.
thanks. All right, dude, I got to go.
All right, man, I'll see you later.
All right, no wonder you drink alone.
Hey!
See you, horse boy.
That's horse boy. I bleeped off the name of his friend.
Yeah.
Figured maybe his friend doesn't want to be associated with him. I got to take a break, Rob. When we come back, I got a whole bunch of things to read you that have come in the mail, and it's just a lot of business to take care of.
Okay, I just wanted to, since we were talking about Wilbur and Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
Wilbur is in Beverly Hills Cop 3. Did you know that?
Hey, screw him. Wilbur.
I don't see Mr. Ed around, but Wilbur is still getting work.
Beverly Cop 3, boy, that's doing real good.
Alan Old.
God. How bad is that?
It's pretty bad.
What happened to
Pretty
Eddie Murphy? Like, does he read the material, or is he just... What, do you go to Dan Aykroyd's School of Picking Scripts?
Yeah, there's something that happens to Saturday Night Live alumni.
Yeah, they just have no ability to read a script. Maybe they're used to reading sketches.
Yeah.
What is it?
You know what I just read about Eddie Murphy, how bad things are going for him? He had a meeting at HBO because he wanted to do another comedy special.
Yeah.
And they told him, well, let's see how Beverly Hills Cop 3 does.
Oh, boy. I still think he could do stand-up. If he can't.
I have to believe he can. He did it once brilliantly.
Yeah. Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. It was in New York Magazine.
Can't believe that.
They didn't exactly say that. They said, well, let's wait a little bit, and then,
usually you would just sign Eddie Murphy real quick.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
They're waiting to see the receipts on the movie.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be fairly disappointing.
As David Letterman said to Eddie when he was there, people will come to see the movie just because you're in it.
Yeah, it used to be like that. Because Coming to America was a really good movie, and so was Trading Places,
48 Hours, and the first Beverly Hills Cop movie.
I mean, I don't know. I think I could read a script and know it's going to suck. I mean, I've read a bunch of them, and...
But after you see it, don't you know it's going to suck?
I know. You should hide. All right. I think Stevie Wonder reads Eddie's scripts. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we'll be right back.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, where'd the TV guys go? I thought I was making my big announcement.
No, they're here. They're just hiding.
Oh. Well, let me put my sunglasses on or something.
Maybe I should get my glasses.
Yeah, it's so sunny in here.
The sun!
We have lights on because I'm going to make a big announcement on the radio, but the TV people want to tape it because it's such a big announcement. They want to have this in the archives for posterity.
So when they do the documentary.
Ralph, look me over. Do I look good to make my announcement? Come on, seriously, dude.
A little powder, maybe.
What?
A little powder.
Well, put some powder on me, you big turd.
You're never finished with Ralph.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
A little powder.
Yeah, a little powder. Well, what were you doing the whole time?
Blowing you.
I know you were blowing me. I'm sick of it.
You say you like it.
Next
homo.
a dryer.
You have a homo job, Ralph. You might be gay and not know it.
Ralph, have you ever thought about men?
Where'd he go?
He's over here. He's hiding.
Ralph, have you ever thought about having sex with a guy?
No.
Truthfully.
Really? No, come on. Just like, would you do it?
No.
You know, some guy you just sort of really like, some teacher maybe.
Yeah, like a teacher. When you were in high school, there wasn't a teacher you really liked?
Crush on.
Well, there was this really cute one, but...
No, seriously, Ralph, you've considered having sex with a guy.
No,
I mean, it's not total, like it was a really good-looking guy with a really nice body.
Well,
and he could do something for you.
You know, like one of those models.
A gladiator? What would I have to do to him?
Like he'd do stuff to you the first time.
Okay, yeah, that's not so bad.
I knew it.
That's
homo. All right, as long as I don't have to do anything.
No, he has a move that it's so hard to get used to when you're sitting on the other side of the room and all of a sudden he'll walk all the way across the room and just like put his fingers through your hair.
Well, that's what he's supposed to do.
Oh, but
I'm fluffing. Are you jealous, Jack? Yeah, but you don't have to like it.
Well, I'm just nervous because he goes to those rock clubs and has what do you call it? Sex without protection with some of these girls.
I do not.
You do too.
No, I don't.
Ralph.
You did too. Did you have unprotected sex?
I'm always protected.
Yeah.
I bless myself.
Get high,
sure.
get stupid, get AIDS.
That's right.
Well, he's got
Billy
the
wrote
first
that.
two.
All right, let me put my shades on before you start. Oh, you're already filming?
Howard,
all right.
Before you make your announcement, do you want to have a member of the media on the phone while you do it?
Who is it?
It's somebody that was set up through the organization.
Oh, good. Who is it?
It's going to be Claudia Puig. From the Los Angeles.
Well, she actually is a big deal.
Claudia Puig?
She's from the Los Angeles Daily News.
Puig. That's a pig.
Oh, I remember her. I knew I recognized that Puig name.
Puig is a French word for a pig.
Are you Claudia Puig?
Claudia's very nice, actually. I met her. You could, if she wasn't good looking, you'd have to call her Claudia Pig, but she's not.
She probably got that when she was growing up.
Yeah.
That's not a married name.
I thought it'd be nice to have someone from the media on the phone with us
to listen in on the news.
To listen in on my big news. And then she could ask questions because Robin, we don't have any questions.
She's getting an exclusive interview with the King of all media.
That's right, with the King of all media. That's correct. Now hey, Ralph, take a look at me. Do I look handsome?
Now, do you have prepared statements?
Yes. No.
Great.
I do. I'm not even sure what we're doing.
So you don't know what the announcement is?
Well, hold on. Let me get the whole announcement together. I got some notes I've prepared for the big announcement. I just can't figure out what they are. Let me get Claudia on the phone. Hi, Claudia. Claudia?
Yes, hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
It's Howard. We're on the air.
Okay.
It's nice to have a member of the media with us. I just thought it would be nice to have someone who could ask intelligent questions. Right,
I'll
right.
try not to let you down. It's 4 o'clock in the morning here. So.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, it's not often one gets an exclusive with the king of all media.
This is true. I've been quaking in my boots with excitement.
Ralph, pull up your pants.
He's always excited by the king of all media.
Yeah, he's completely excited by the king of all media.
It took him 8 hours to blow dry your hair.
He blew dry my hair, and I have a wisp hanging in front of my face. Does that look good, Ralph?
Yeah, just
a little wisp.
A little piece.
Is this what you're getting paid for, the blow drying and the makeup?
Yeah, Ralph gets paid for this, yes. Ralph, paint my toenails.
I thought that was this weekend.
Well, as you know, Robin, I have... at first, I had to call myself the king of all media, but now you notice it is no longer the self-proclaimed king of all media because I've proven I am the king of all media. Now, how did I prove this? First of all, the radio show has been successful everywhere. Mm-hmm. The book is successful everywhere.
It was a blockbuster.
Blockbuster. Well, you would have to admit, the fastest-selling book in Simon & Schuster history, even outselling the big fat pumpkinhead who just got married by Clarence Thomas.
Who might that be?
Yeah, well, take a guess. Rush Pumpkinhead Limbo. That Clarence Thomas has done a lot since he's on the Supreme Court.
He learned how to perform marriages.
Yeah. So they say, did he write any decisions? Yes. He wrote... He thought the Limbaugh wedding went very well. he was.
Has he asked a question yet on the Supreme Court? No.
No. But he had time to marry Rush Limbaugh, a very important character on the landscape. Yeah.
We applaud him.
Yeah, very good. That's a good decision. I need a decision.
That's right.
A man going into his third marriage needs to be blessed by a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, right. Making a complete mockery of the state of marriage. I guess he wants to beat Larry King's record for marriages before he explodes to death.
Rush Limbaugh, the conservative, really in show business, having more than one wife.
Right. Today, we join a woman to a man with a head the size of a Goodyear blimp.
We join a woman to a pumpkin.
A woman. This is the first mating between a pumpkin and a woman. You may now devour the bride. There's Halloween with a big pumpkin head, with a big jack-o'-lantern. Ow. Anyway, so that was...
now carve the groom.
Yeah, there is not a... This is a joke. All right. But anyway, am I the king of all media?
Are you?
Yes, because I've even signed a movie deal. In fact, later on in the show, I will be playing you a promotional piece from my movie company. Really? This is funny. I'm watching a videotape. It's a 9-minute videotape of my movie studio, like what they do in television and everything. And I said, hey, I'm going to play this on the air, brag. Because they own a whole bunch of cool stuff, like Entertainment Tonight. And
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either until I watched this thing. I didn't even know who I signed with.
Last week when I asked you for credentials, you didn't have it.
Yeah, I didn't know. I knew they put out RoboCop at the TV division, but I didn't know what else they did.
Oh, RoboCop, one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, Lonesome Dove they did. I don't know. They did a bunch of other things. So anyway, Claudia, you still awake?
I'm still awake.
All right.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the news.
So the point
Heard
is,
all this before.
am I the king of all media? Yes. Who else has conquered radio, television, film, and the world of books?
All right, wait, you're asking the questions and giving the answers?
And, yes, I am. And, because if you ask the questions, I'm in trouble. And pay-per-view as well. Because there is not one... I am now a motion picture star.
Let me ask something.
Well, hold there a second.
You're saying that you've conquered film. Have you really conquered film?
Yeah, because I have a green light film deal. It doesn't matter what the film is. The idea is I have a film deal that's going to be made, a $15 million film. That means you conquered film. Doesn't matter if the public likes it. It matters if you get the deal.
Can I ask you about that film deal?
Of course I conquered film. What do you think? No one's going to go see the movie?
No, that's not the point. It's just that you have a record of your accomplishments in all these other films in terms of sales or listenership or viewership.
Robin, please. Don't rain on my parade, all right? I'm saying I'm on the verge of something unbelievable. It's called a quadruple threat or even more. The world of books, the world of books clamors for my second book.
Yes.
The world of film clamors for my movie. The world of TV clamors for my TV.
They want your TV?
Everyone is clamoring. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you understand? I've conquered all. There's nothing left. You think Bruce Willis or Eddie Murphy or Claudia, who is the biggest movie star?
Who's the biggest star right now?
Who is the biggest movie star in the world right now?
Oh, good question.
Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Probably. Yeah.
All right,
but wouldn't say it was Tom Cruise.
All right, Tom Cruise. All right.
Yeah.
Do you think, Claudia?
Yes.
Do you think Tom Cruise could go on pay-per-view and have a $27 million night?
And do exactly what you did?
Yeah.
No.
That's right. He couldn't. Do you think Tom Cruise could have a #1 radio show in all these markets?
Probably
be honest.
Not.
No, because he has no personality.
You have to be funny.
That's right. Do you think... I might have run out of questions. But, all right.
No, you're asking me the questions. What's going on?
All right, but here's the point. Well, this is like an opening statement, Claudia.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and we're just asking you for your expertise in the entertainment field.
Hey, Claudia, what kind of name is Puig?
I've heard you call it everything in the book. It's actually Spanish.
Oh, it is? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know you were Spanish. I wouldn't have had you on the air. I thought that you were an American.
Couldn't you get any American reporters?
Yeah, aren't there any American reporters at the Los Angeles Daily News? No, Claudia, there's no way Puig is Spanish, but I think now with the big Mexican population in Los Angeles, she's trying to fit in.
Yeah, it used to be German a few weeks ago. But
yeah, it was German up until a couple of weeks ago.
Right, but I want to fit in.
Tom Cruise could not accomplish what I've accomplished, and yet I am ridiculed and mocked in the world of entertainment. But
and yet he is taken seriously.
Exactly. And has Tom Cruise generated as much income as I have? No, he has not. I don't mean for myself, but Robin, the people we worked for.
So how much are you worth, Howard?
I am telling you that between pay-per-view, radio,
because this I would have to question.
Oh, come on. I'll do the math for you.
All right.
The average commercial on our radio show is Let's see. I know the last spot they sold was like $650. But let's say the average is...
$650?
Yeah, all right, for a minute.
You mean $650?
I mean $6,000.
Yes, I was...
$500. I'm sorry. You know me in math.
Yeah.
$6,500. Okay. $650 sounds like a lot to me.
No, $6,000.
$6,000. But let's round that off. Let's be conservative. Let's say the average commercial is $4,000 a minute.
All right.
Okay? Times 18 minutes is what? 4,000 times 18. Now, let me tell you how to do that. There's a trick. If you do 4 times 18 and then add 3 zeros, that will give you your answer. So 4 times 8 is 32. Carry the 3. 4 times 7... What was it? 72. 4 times 1
is 4 and 3 is 7.
$72 million.
What?
72. That's $78 billion a year.
See, we're lost already.
I am telling you that we generate something like $78 billion a year. All right. Well, no, in all seriousness.
What is it?
18 commercials an hour times $6,000 times 4 hours is $432,000 a day times 5, which is 5 days a week, which is $2 million a week. 52 weeks is $78 billion a year. No, that's that's $104 million. Now, if we're generating in New York alone, let's not mention Los Angeles and everywhere else that we're on, $104 million a year. If Tom Cruise makes a film that grosses $104 million a year...
Is that a real figure?
Yes! That's what we gross!
I'm being underpaid!
Of course you are. That's what Jackie's been trying to tell us. That's right.
What's up, white people?
So the point is, if we're generating that kind of money, why is everyone crowing about Tom Cruise?
You're absolutely right.
Tom Cruise is a nitwit. He's a Scientologist. How smart can he be? Yeah, hook me up to a machine. Maybe God will get in touch with me. Sure. Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. So the point is, what is the point, Claudia? Point is,
king of all media.
Yeah, people don't realize who I am. Now, with saying that, it occurred to me that I needed another great announcement after my momentous film deal.
You need to conquer more of the landscape.
Because I will not rest. Like Joan Rivers, I will not be happy till I sell jewelry. But here's the point. We are proud to announce, Fred, a little timp, a little drum roll, a little something. Thank you. We are proud to announce a new television project that I think exciting, particularly for our radio fans. It is a television show called, now I didn't even know what it was called. I read it today. It's called
It has a name.
Howard Stern on the Air, but I don't want to call it that. I want to call it the Howard Stern Radio Program on Television.
That's a kind of a clunky title.
I don't care. That's what I want to call it because that's precisely what it is. We will now be on the E! Entertainment Network.
How about Howard Stern on radio on television?
No, I don't want to discuss that, Robin. Robin, what will happen is every night, 5 nights a week, and also I think on Saturday, so that's 6 nights. I don't know what the hell the schedule is.
Do you know what the show will be?
But we will, that's right, we will take a half hour of this radio program and throw it on TV. So, for example, when naked girls show up...
We'll have to turn the cameras off.
Yeah, right. So, in other words, when, like, bikini girls show up...
Yes.
We can show them to you. The facts with goofy things when we talk about the news and we have pictures to hold up.
Or somebody, draws a cartoon.
It's a great opportunity for us to show our fans some highlight of the day's show.
Yes.
So it's going to be really good.
I was thinking that a couple of weeks ago when we had Madonna's sister in here.
Everyone wanted to see her.
We could have had a great piece of videotape.
Those would have been the biggest ratings in the history of television. Because as I walked down the streets of New York anyway, people were coming up to me saying, what did Madonna's sister look like? They wanted to know.
Like?
So now, with it's the Howard Stern Radio with pictures, if you will. You could even call it that, Claudia. That's the name of the show, Howard Stern's Radio with pictures.
Okay.
And this will enable me, because of my busy schedule, to have a television presence.
So you're just looking for presences now. You have a screen presence?
Right. Well, let me tell you how this came about, Claudia and everyone else. What happened was I have been very frustrated by the FCC. The FCC, every time I get a new radio deal, they step in and take it away from me. They do it in a backhanded way. Either Senator Jesse Helms does it in a private deal, or something happens where the radio show is put aside. We have no national presence. We are the ones who created radio the way it is today, the freedoms in radio that people enjoy, the kinds of conversation they're having. Listen to tapes 15 years ago, and you will hear shows, even talk shows, used to sit there and just take people's opinions on the phone. They never did anything. There was no honesty on the radio. There was no innovation. Mark and Brian, all these guys, Brother Weeze, where were they? They all listened to this show and imitated. The style of it, the substance of it, everything. And now that I started syndicating, everyone wants to syndicate their morning show. But who is being frustrated by the FCC? Me.
Who is being stymied, if you will?
Me. So I figured out a way how to sidestep that. Now we will be on all over the country every night on the great E-Entertainment Network. Good luck trying to pick it up.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is a good news and bad news situation, Howard.
I think it's good. It'll be this face nightly, Robin, on your screen.
Why did you choose them if you're often ridiculing them as a channel that...
I'm going to tell you why I chose them. There's a couple of reasons. Number one...
Already out of reason?
I heard you had lots of other offers.
I did have lots of other offers. The thing that I liked about this was I really don't have time to do a TV show.
Right.
So this way we can have a television presence and do television.
Was it Ralph banging his head on a microphone?
Ralph just banged his head into the microphone in the middle of my press conference.
Wait a minute. Do you feel the slightest bit guilty for making a lot more money for doing the same show that you would do anyway?
As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not making money at all.
Yeah.
No, you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
I am going to use it as a promotional vehicle. I have a movie coming out. I want people to have a presence. You know, it kills me that someone in Oklahoma doesn't know who I am. And he has, how many markets does he have? Hundreds of markets?
I guess.
How many? 3 million homes? 30 million. 30 million homes. To me,
Close?
How close to 30, yeah. Like 29 million or like 2 million?
Your math is
yeah.
right with that figure.
No, and quite frankly, it's an excellent promotional vehicle for me.
So you are not going to make any money at all?
No, and I also have an arrangement with them where I will actually, be producing television programming for them as well. But I am not going to. You got to understand something. I have been tremendously frustrated by the FCC.
Right.
So in other words, he's doing this for free?
Not exactly free, but a very small promotional exchange.
Is that why you chose cable? Because they're not regulated by the FCC?
No, that wasn't the reason. I don't think that this show is going to look really different. We shot 3 pilots, and it looks really bizarre. It's really different. It's easy to do for us, and I chose E because they were very interested in doing it. They had the proper attitude about doing it. There's a woman there that I work with, Fran Shea, and a guy named Lee Masters, who have been fantastic with me, and they're open to all these new ideas. When I said, let's take the radio show and put it on TV, they were open to it, and it all just seemed to flow and work together. I have to tell you that these people are very innovative, and they were willing to do a program like this, so it all seemed to fit together quite nicely.
But innovative, you say. They've got things like talk show highlights of TV's bloopers.
No. They're innovative when it comes to me. For themselves, They're not innovative.
Okay, all right.
That's why they need me. If they were innovative, they wouldn't need me. No, the point is they have, it's a cable network, but they wanted a show where they gave me the ability to tape and then, of course, choose the moment. At any given moment, I can say, okay, this is the half hour we're going with tonight. If I'm in the middle of interviewing Patty Davis Reagan and we feel that's the hot thing of the day, we throw it on TV that night. This will be the only radio show of its kind that has an opportunity to show its listeners what we did that day. We will be the most powerful force in radio because we can offer our listeners something that no other radio show can offer. We can offer them a window into the studio.
Okay.
What do you think of that, Robin?
That's a blind.
Like a
your window into the studio.
And it'll be nice. People can see Robin,
Occasionally when he lets the camera go.
Very rarely will the camera be allowed on Robin, but they can see Robin.
There's 6 cameras in there.
Or Billy, any of the guys.
Yeah. You get to see us working and the expressions on our faces as all of these crazy, wacky things go on.
If I fart, you can see the actual squeezing motions in my face as I force one out.
Oh.
Print that, Claudia.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, we'll try to print that one.
Oh, stop being so uptight.
I hadn't thought of that, really.
Claudia, are you in bed?
No, I'm not.
It's 2 in the morning. Why aren't you in bed?
4:30.
Oh, it is?
Yes. I don't know. Why am I on this phone?
You're fully dressed for this press conference?
Yeah. Sort of.
I don't believe it.
Let's get back to you here.
Claudia's very pretty, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you, Howard.
You married?
So do you think this is going to be a way to...
Maybe, is that inappropriate to ask you if you're married?
Yes, I am married.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. How long are you married?
8 years yesterday.
You got kids?
Mm-hmm. 2.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What, are you upset?
I don't know. I like to think of Claudia as available.
Free.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought of her as free. Just killed the interview, Claudia.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
Where is Mr. Puig? Is he sleeping?
That's not his name, but yes, he is sleeping.
Oh, you didn't take your husband's name? All the reporters do that.
Not for professional reasons. You know, when she's in the paper, she's Puig, but I bet you at home...
You think so? In your real life, you use your regular name?
Yeah, sort of.
Which is what, Gonzalez?
No.
So you will use your husband's name?
Yes, I will, on occasion.
So it must be wild, because at any given time, according to the situation, your name can change.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a schizophrenic life.
Yeah, so sometimes you ever find yourself going, I'm Claudia Puig, but I mean Gonzalez, or... It's almost like having a secret identity, like Superman.
Yeah.
He was Clark Kent sometimes.
Do you wear different disguises?
You don't slip into different outfits when you're Claudia Puig, or...
I dive into phone booths. Yeah, it's a journalist tradition.
And it's a good marriage?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Anyway, can I ask you a question?
I can't believe you're married.
You can't?
No, I just thought of you as single. I don't know why.
Well...
That just ruined everything.
Just ruined your Lois Lane image.
You're married, you didn't ruin everything.
Oh, yes,
anyway,
I did.
Let's talk the king of all media.
All right, go ahead.
So is this a way, then, to eventually maybe get on the air in Oklahoma and all these other places?
Yes, of course, exactly. Instantaneously, we will now be a radio show that is heard in 30 million more homes. Do you understand? In other words, in Minnesota, where the FCC has stopped me.
They can't get us on the radio.
We are now national. This gives us a national presence.
This sidesteps the FCC.
This sidesteps everything, Robin.
Including television.
We are the only radio show that does this, that has a television presence as well.
I heard that you had gotten offers from Fox, so you got the offer for the late-night talk show.
True.
You turned it down.
That's correct.
Why?
Because I was more interested in doing film. To go on and mount a full-scale late-night program, I would need to be off the radio. I'll be off the radio in a year and a half. I have plans of quitting radio in a year and a half. I'm dead serious about it. My film will debut a year from today. After my film debuts, then maybe I'll be available to late-night shows. But now I can't do it. Because you can't do a radio show, as my wife says. And you can't do a radio show, you can't do a late-night television show, and do a film, and write your next book without having a heart attack.
Your wife says that?
Yeah, and have time for the kids.
And to help me on Sundays.
Right. And, there was a lot of interest from different places. But this fit right. E is the right group to go with.
But this is like the ultimate scam, because you're doing what you normally do.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Why am I always being called a scam artist?
Yeah.
Why is that a scam?
I guess we're all, we'd all like to have that kind of scam. We'd all...
Yeah, what's wrong with doing it's not a scam.
You've heard of newspaper syndication, where you get lots of money for giving the same column to every...
No, that's okay. Only when I syndicate
newspaper
it's bad.
in the country.
No, when I do it, it's a scam.
Yeah.
When Claudia does it, it's honorable.
Of course.
So if they take your newspaper article and they put it on AP, and it's which I know many times you've interviewed me and send it up on AP, is that a scam?
I suppose it's a kind of scam, sure.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm up to the same scam.
Then we're all scamming.
Then we're all scamming together. No, I am most interested in doing this because I think it's really great television. We shot a pilot with Siskel and Ebert. It was just, we had some robot cameras. We're going to put 6 robot cameras in the studio.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And Siskel and Ebert were sitting here. While we talked to them, we taped, and then we watched it. It was a 30-minute program, and it was thoroughly entertaining. More entertaining than anything.
Okay, let me ask you this. Siskel and Ebert used to be on TV, but what about people, you've talked before on the air about how on the radio people are less inhibited because there's no, just a little microphone. So it's like having a private conversation. What about, you have 6 robotic cameras in there.
Oh, let me tell you something. We make it so dark in here, you forget after 3 minutes that the robotic cameras are there. Believe me, we forgot, and there's a couple of embarrassing things on tape. That
really?
Oh, yeah. We were talking about stuff in here. We forgot the cameras were on.
You're kidding. Like in between?
In the commercials.
The commercials, those cameras are still rolling.
And we'll be rolling that stuff, too.
So you could actually do that.
Yes.
The stuff that nobody ever gets to hear except us.
That's correct. Even the stuff during the commercials. When we sit there and yell at Baba Fooey.
See, this is innovative, Claudia.
Yeah.
Yes, it is innovative. But you're not concerned that the cameras are going to make people more inhibited in any way?
No, because I am a great interviewer. I am the greatest interviewer that ever lived. When people get in front of me, they are less inhibited.
They forget everything.
Suddenly they give their bra sizes. Claudia, go ahead. It's your turn.
No, thank you.
You see, you're uptight. And there's no camera on you.
Right.
All right.
Perfect excuse. All right.
You will never reveal that, right?
I will never reveal that, no.
Really? Why is that?
Except for her own column, if it becomes
for her column.
necessary.
Would you ever write that in your column if it was relevant to the story?
It would never be relevant to the story?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that.
You can't say never.
I know that. I can say never. So this is part of a larger development deal, right?
That is correct.
You're going to be producing. So you're going to have a producer credit?
What, on this? No. What is it? How can I take a producer credit? All I'm doing is talking out a microphone. What kind of producer credit?
Well, you're choosing. You're choosing the spots you said.
Yeah, I will choose. I'll say to them, hey, I think the Patty Davis interview was very good. Why don't you run that tonight? That's hardly producing.
Well, when you're...
Producing is the guy who sits there and edits it all together and all that stuff.
All right.
That would be like a Scott Einziger type.
So tell me about the larger development deal. What other stuff are you going to be doing?
Who knows?
What kind of shows have you got planned?
Soap operas mainly. But you understand what I mean. I'm a man of all media. I see this as the right move at this time.
So now this is your move to the behind-the-scenes.
That is correct, Robin.
Level of show business.
I am now moving
into the business arena of show business.
I am going into the arena of show business that is called the business. In fact, one of the projects I'm working on right now, I'm redoing Mr. Ed.
Is that right?
Starring Gary Dallabui.
As the horse.
As the horse. It's amazing. Obviously, I want to talk to you about that. You might play Mrs. Wilbur.
Is that right?
Yes.
Ooh.
And I'll be pitching the Claudia Puig show, seeing how she writes this up. The new Claudia Puig show.
New and improved.
Yeah, I'm going to have to dress you personally for that.
So now you'll be taking meetings.
Oh, I will be giving meetings. That's right.
So what happens if you get elected governor? Where will all this go?
Oh, no problem. That governor thing is going to take me 3 weeks. Then I'm stepping down. There's no problem. And I will win. I will be the next governor of New York.
You have no doubt.
I have no doubt whatsoever. It came to me in a dream.
All right.
How many libertarians defected or committed suicide since you were nominated?
Don't know. I haven't contacted the libertarians since the convention. They've tried to have meetings with me, and I refuse. I'm not going to sit there and hear nonsense. Really less government. What do I know from that? Just go out and get my stupid petition signed. I'm going to be the next governor. That's all the contact. They want to have every minute. The libertarians are calling me. They want to have meetings with me.
Don't they get it?
I said, listen, dudes. That's it. They want me to come to meetings. They want to indoctrinate me on the ways of libertarianism. I said, who cares? I'm for less meetings. That's the first thing I'm for. Less meetings, less government.
Will you pay your FCC fines with taxpayer money?
No. What, Claudia, you all right over there?
It is early.
Claudia, you're not tripping, are you?
No, what?
I say you're not tripping, are you?
No, I'm not. I've had coffee, though.
Oh, coffee. I thought you were on acid this morning. I thought you had some good questions. Well, actually, Claudia, you've asked a few good ones.
Thank you.
If you're ever in the town, I'd like to get together with you for a Tanqueray on the rocks. And by the way, let me make this announcement. Let me give Claudia another big announcement for her article.
Oh, you have more news.
Aside from my TV deal, aside from the movies, aside from books, aside from radio.
What else is there?
And aside from being governor, in my spare time, I will get to the bottom of the JFK assassination and satisfy the public's curiosity. That is a promise that I will make. Ich des ein Berliner. Thank you. And furthermore, thank you. But I'm very proud to be associated with the great E! Network, Robin, as I know you are.
Yes, E's
our whole crew.
Network. We're big fans.
Big fans of E! And this will allow us to become bigger stars than we normally are, even though we are the biggest stars already.
Why, we can't walk down the street now.
That's right. We don't want to walk. We want to be able to not walk down the street in Oklahoma.
We want to not be able to get to our home.
In fact, what we plan to do after 6 months of being on television is to walk around the streets of Oklahoma, see if anyone recognizes us. Now, if I can only pick up E! on my cable system, I'd be very happy.
Yeah, well, I am one of the 30 million.
That gets it?
I will be tuned in, yes.
Claudia, do you get it?
I do.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Claudia, don't you have it on 2 channels?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Well, let me tell you something. I am one of the lucky recipients of Cablevision. Since the government only allows you to have one cable company in your area. Why, I don't know. Why can't you have
always
5?
Looking out for us.
Why can't we have 3 or 4 choices of cable
Everybody
systems?
should be in there.
Yeah, right. There's one cable that runs to your house. Let 3 or 4 different companies vie for it.
You get better cable service.
You sure would. That's what you ought to write about, Claudia.
Yeah, how come we can have all these phone companies but only one cable company?
So anyone who's lucky enough to get E will be able to tune in every night and see the radio show from that morning or, you know, whatever selected highlights we decide to shoot that day.
And
okay?
once again, I predict that people will be calling and subscribing to cable to get this show.
We will become the greatest cable, whatever.
Franchise.
I'm exhausted from this announcement. Claudia, unless you have any other questions, I'm going to go pass out.
No, I'll let you pass out.
All right.
Actually, I did have one more question.
All right, baby. I'm just trying to get a little sex going. I'm just trying to throw some sex. I haven't had a sexual element in the show in the last 20 minutes since you've been on the phone, Claudia. I know. I'll let you. I'll ask this question and you can go right to it. Can I ask you if you've ever had lesbianism?
Oh.
Would that be out of line?
That would be out of line.
But you might have had it.
No.
You never had it.
May I ask you this question? It kind of dovetails with this.
Go ahead.
Because
I have to throw those lesbian questions in there. Please don't mind, Claudia.
Fran Shea said that the target audience for E is women 18 to 49.
That is correct.
And she said that she might not necessarily choose the most controversial aspects of your show, but sort of the most entertaining. So could that mean they'll pick like the blandest excerpts and tone you down and not really represent what is Howard Stern?
No, sure they could do that, but I don't think they will. As a matter of fact, when we did the pilots, I was very happy with the selection, and I'm in on the selection. She's just telling you that to calm all the cable operators down.
Claudia, what do you consider bland on this program?
Yeah, I don't know where we could find 23 bland minutes, but what Fran is doing is calming down her affiliates and stuff. We're all nervous. So what she does is lie to Claudia.
It was the same thing they had to do when they announced your first show for E. Yeah.
Remember when I did the first show for E? Mm-hmm. Do you know that all of their board of directors wanted the show off the air before it even aired?
Just because of your name.
Just because of my name? They said, let's just pay him off and get rid of him. So now she convinced me. She said, no, it's not going to be the radio show. She says, it's not going to be the radio show. So now, here we are doing the radio show. So she's got to lie to you and tell you we're going to pick, like, really bland moments. You understand what's going on? It's a catch-22. So just print that you're going to pick all the bland moments so we can get it by the board.
I see.
Do you understand? Mm-hmm. All right. And don't let that out. I mean, that's between you and me. That's off the record. That is off the record.
People who just heard this.
What is it, Phony?
The big question is...
Will your teeth be on the show?
No,
yes. Well, every time you walk in, your teeth... You know, we shot a pilot. One day, we just spent 23 minutes talking about Gary's teeth, and that was the whole show.
Is there really a show in that?
Yeah. Did you see it?
No. More than one. I
got to bring it in. It's great. And all we do is talk about Gary's teeth.
I would like the people with the camera just to do a close-up of Gary's teeth every time.
Yeah. In other words, let's practice that now. Take a camera, put it on Gary's teeth for just 1 second. Zoom in. There you go.
And now talk, Gary. Just get on the mic. And
will we be doing any field pieces where we get to go to Robin's house and look at the picture on her wall, stuff like that? Jackie's jetty?
Yes.
Oh.
We're going to be going to Jackie's jetty.
No, the big question.
We'll be going outside, huh?
The big question everyone wants to know, Howard, is when? When does this start?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, I can make that announcement if I could get this anal retentive schedule sent over by Fran Shea. If I could just interpret it. Let's see. May 2020.
No!
Let me see.
So we got plenty of time to get ready.
I think it starts in like 2 weeks.
The startup date that I saw was June 13th.
What day is today?
I don't know.
That would be like 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know. When is it?
What?
June 20th is what I understand.
Oh, okay.
Oh, June 20th. And then they're going to be airing some specials about, like, the week before in their news segments and stuff about how we put the show together and all that kind of stuff.
A lot of promotional.
Yeah, a lot of promotional things.
And you're going to have to be made up and hair blown and the whole deal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I told Fran Shea that. I am not doing it unless I have a makeup man on call 24 hours a day.
So what time do you have to get in there? Do you have to come in extra early for all this?
No, Ralph will make me up while I read the newspaper at 5:30 in the morning.
He'll make him up the night before.
Of course.
He'll sleep in makeup now.
Yeah. And I have to shower the night before, I guess, too.
Did you just announce that Ralph's going to be here every day?
Yeah. Just at 5:30 and then he leaves.
Discuss that with us.
No. Let me just tell you. That's the only downside to this whole deal. The only downside is Ralph will have to make me up. But I have good news.
What?
Ralph will come in at 5:30, make me up, and then leave. You couldn't print that, Claudia. That's a definite.
Ralph's going to end up being the star of the show.
Well, for the first... Actually, Ralph is part of the pilots.
Yeah.
He was a big part of it because I sit there and yell at him while I'm getting made up, and the cameras roll around with me in the hall, too, so that's part of the show as well.
Right.
So it's...
So a la David Letterman going down the hall and that kind of thing?
No, not a la David Letterman. A la documentary style.
Yeah.
The camera will follow me around.
It.
And I'm not going to sit there and plan a bit out or something like that. If something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, we just won't use it.
You think those cameras could get through the halls of NBC without planning?
If David Letterman did what I did, it would be the boldest show on television. If you actually got to go backstage and see Dave behaving like a mental patient with that stupid softball and throwing it against the wall every 5 minutes,
cap.
and sitting there frightened that he's not going to get the Tonight Show, that would be interesting. To sit and go out on the street with a camera and go up to a guy who makes spaghetti and different macaronis and goof around with them, that's a planned bit.
Right.
Our spontaneous stuff is actually spontaneous. And let me tell you something. I've been doing radio and spontaneous bits before Letterman ever got on TV.
He's been on TV for a long time.
Hey, I don't care how long he's been on. I'm telling you something else.
We've been on radio longer.
That's true. You've been on, too.
So it's a la Howard.
Okay, a la Howard.
Right, Robin?
That's right. Could you put that in the vocabulary?
I'm his guru. By the way, I'll be on Letterman the 24th.
And I'm sure you'll be talking about this.
Of course I'll be talking about it.
Okay.
Who knows what I'll be talking about?
By the 24th. Well, you'll already have been looking at some of the shows, Claudia.
And let me tell you something. Letterman and Leno are breathing a sigh of relief right now. Morty was calling every minute, Fran Chase, saying, is Howard going to do a deal with you, or is he going up against us on Fox? Because if I went up against him on Fox, I would have won.
But you just didn't want to do it. You wanted to conquer all the different media.
How can I do a radio show? I'm under contract for another year and a half.
Yeah. So would you do it in a year?
It's like I told I told some guy at Fox, I got to get off the radio first.
So then you will do it in a year and a half.
I didn't say that. I said, then I'll be available to do it.
What the land will be like then? He may be a huge movie star, Claudia.
Think positively. I'm going to be a huge movie star in a year and a half.
What's wrong with you, Claudia?
And besides, doing it on a major network is too easy. I wanted the challenge of E where no one can see it. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. But anyway, we're all very excited about it because why, Robin?
Because we get to do television without any extra work, of course.
Yeah, and we're real lazy. Let's be honest.
We all have other projects.
Could you imagine having to leave here after talking for 5 hours and go talk somewhere else for more hours?
Yeah, Jackie has his CDs to do.
Right.
Fred has to play his guitar.
Yeah.
Babylon 5, man. Come on.
Hey, it's on now. I just want to call and remind you.
I got a whole tape of Babylon 5 without commercials.
That's very important stuff. You want to borrow it, Robin.
See, wouldn't you like to be looking in on what we're doing even right now, Claudia? Everything, of course, that's going to be the TV show. So, to all our fans, get the E! Network. We are on the air as of June 20-something. June 20th.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you then. Claudia?
Yeah.
If you won't answer any lesbian questions, I'm going to have to say goodbye.
Okay. Say goodbye now.
Unless you want to talk about sex. All right. You want to talk about when you lost your virginity?
Let's not talk about that, no.
Can you just tell me one thing? Would you tell us your measurements?
No.
You will not?
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh. You have long, thin legs? Yes. That is true.
I have legs. I do have legs.
You do?
They go all the way down to the floor, don't they?
I'm a leg man, Robin. I don't know if you know that about me.
Really?
I am a leg man.
You change from day to day.
I know.
In your book, you said you were some other kind of guy.
I'm a vagina man. I said that in the book, but I lied. I have to confess.
That's in black and white, Howard. That's the truth.
Claudia, can I ask a question? And if it's out of line, you tell me. Where do your legs meet?
I thought I was getting off here. You had to...
Well, I'm proud to give you this exclusive. You've always been fair with me, so I thought I would share all my new information and excitement with you.
I appreciate that.
I have chosen you as the reporter of record for this very great event.
Thank you. I'm very honored.
Thank you, Claudia.
Thanks, Howard.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
The great Claudia P from the Los Angeles Daily News. And she will remain...
Los Angeles Times.
Oh, you are with the Times?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think she was with the Daily News.
I'm sorry.
You kept saying that.
It's not like I get that newspaper here in New York.
We're the number one paper here. Daily News is...
Oh, I'm sorry.
The Daily News several mentions.
I apologize. Well, I don't want to piss them off either.
I thought she was with the Times. Wait a minute.
But she had a job interview at the Daily News, didn't she?
No, never.
No, Los Angeles Times. And Claudia is great as long as she writes great articles about us. And then she'll go into the hell in a handbasket bin if she doesn't. All right. Thank you, Claudia.
All right. Thank you.
Claudia's
Bye,
always been
Claudia.
fair. Always fair. Thanks.
Bye, Robin.
Remain to be fair. That's right.
Well, what do you think of that announcement, Jackie?
Oh, I'm thrilled.
It's exciting. It is exciting for all of us. National recognition.
I just can't wait to see what she writes. That's
yeah.
She's always been our friend, but I don't think she ever hit you head on like that before.
No, but I didn't ask her, anything too sexual.
She just didn't answer.
You didn't really probe her.
I wanted to. I complimented her on her appearance. Well, anyway, there's the big announcement.
Jackie, that means no more work, but more exposure.
Oh! Well, that was my feeling, quite frankly.
Yeah.
No extra work. Although somehow I'm sure it'll turn into extra work for me.
You think?
It always does.
Well, you know how you are.
Yeah. Cuckoo.
You want to see everything.
Right.
Bring me that tape.
Bring me the tape. It's not being edited properly. I told you not to edit that way, you stupid morons. You morons.
No, I have to cut it.
I need to cut it myself. Get into my basement now. All right, there's the big announcement.
I wonder how people feel about it. Talk to a real person.
Oh. All right, let me take a break, and then we'll talk to some people on our phones.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Let me go to the phones and find out how people are reacting to our big announcement.
Yes, I would like to know.
In case you didn't hear, we just held a press conference, and actually we only allowed one member of the press because I didn't have time to set up a whole press conference.
We actually got to listen in on an interview.
Right. Yeah.
Different from a press conference.
Yeah, and that was Claudia P from the Los Angeles something. Yeah. The Times. There's two newspapers there. I thought she was with the Daily News. No. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I apologize. I want to apologize to my wife, Nancy. Hey, did you see Jessica Hahn got her own TV show?
No. Where's
Boy,
that?
she's smart. She hooked up with this guy, Ron. This is unbelievable. It was in the paper on the weekend, but they've been running some kind of stuff on the news. Jessica's boyfriend, Ron, is a guy, I guess he was married, he got divorced, and he was the producer of Married with Children.
Yes.
And I heard he made like $30 million.
And he was the creator of it. His name's still on the program.
Yeah, Ron Levitt. And Jessica's been with him for like a real long time. And I figured like he would have dumped her by now, but he put her in a TV show.
Look here, if somebody was using you as a pacifier...
Yeah, I put her in a TV.
Dump her?
I got to admit, I wouldn't dump her.
I thought about that yesterday when you were having that conversation with Patty Davis Reagan, and I thought about how long they've been together now. I said, well, yeah, I guess you don't leave a woman like that.
No, you don't.
Hey, Howard.
And ironically, this guy's married with children, I think. But anyway, the thing is, so the show is called, she plays a school teacher.
So she's going to be a character, an actress.
No, she's the star of the show.
She's the lead performer.
Yeah.
It's the show built around her.
It's Jessica Hahn as a teacher. Let's see. Variety, the trade paper, reports that Jessica Hahn, who parlayed her role in the scandal that that's why we haven't been really talking to her and stuff, because I think he's trying to he doesn't want
changing her image.
Yeah. He's trying to kind of make her, a little less open about her life.
Mm-hmm. She's got to close down now so she can be a star.
Yeah. Anyway, although this is just a pilot at this point, so maybe he just did the pilot to keep her happy. You know what I mean? It would be a good move, like, hey, look what I'm doing for you.
But what if it gets picked up?
Right. Well, it might get picked up. So listen to this, Robin. It says, Jessica Hahn, who parlayed her role in the scandal that toppled... Dude, can you quiet down for a second?
I didn't even know I was on the air.
Yeah, you're on the air. Just, you're...
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, well, I'll get to you 1 second.
Okay.
That toppled Jim Baker into careers and a Playboy model... stars as a high school teacher in a series that could end up on the Fox fall schedule. The working title for the pilot is How High. H-O-W-E, high school, How High School. But those who have seen the script say a more fitting name would be Hooter High. The product of the fertile mind of Married with Children, auteur Ron Levitt and cohort Arthur Silver. The show centers on the coolest kid at How High, who always dates at least 2 girls at once and whose football jersey's number is higher than his IQ. Hahn, Levitt's gal pal, will play a civics teacher. Those close to the show are promising it will do for education what Married with Children has done for American family values.
Hey, well, the guy did it once.
That's right, just once. I haven't seen him do it again. But I guess once is enough. And you know what? It costs about $175,000 to put a pilot on the air. Yeah. You can just film a pilot and do it right. And you know what? To do it the way they do it for Fox, they just do it on videotape. It probably costs about $100,000. For $100,000, it keeps Jessica busy.
Gives her an idea that she's doing something.
Yeah.
She's got something going on.
Right.
Tax deductible.
I would say it's worth it. If you had $30 million, what's it for $100,000?
Yeah, that it's also worth it to have me running your life because look at what I've done for you now. I'm going to get your TV show.
Yeah. So I can't, I can't blame her for siding with him.
We didn't know she had this in the works.
Right. Anyway, what'd you think of the announcement?
Me? Oh, I thought it's real.
It's going to be cool.
I listened to the show all 5 hours every day since you've been in Los Angeles.
Right.
And I'm calling from Simi Valley.
How do you get time to listen to all 5 hours?
Well, I got a job. Any job I get, it's like a delivery job. You're in the van, you can listen to it.
Oh.
Or what I do now is draw. And
you draw for a living?
Yeah. But here's the point.
I do that too. I just sit here and draw little pictures. What do you draw?
I draw like a comic. I gotta send it. I'm sending it to companies, and then they might publish it.
So you don't actually make money drawing?
Yeah, eventually.
So you're saying your job is drawing, but you don't really have a job drawing?
No, your job is driving.
No,
you quit driving to draw, and yet no one is buying your comics.
No, I haven't sent anyone yet. The last one I sent, no one bought it because it was too disgusting.
I think he draws unemployment is what he draws.
Not even that.
Really?
I think it's because I'm from Simi Valley. People are prejudiced. They think I have a hood on.
Well, I don't know.
But here's the question. We don't get... Yeah, play that.
Sorry?
Okay. I'm the guy who sent you those Jackie laughs you always play.
Oh, right.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah, do me a favor, don't send me anymore. Everyone is now that I'm heavily into IBM and the ThinkPad and all that kind of stuff. Everyone is sending me these computer discs filled with sounds of Jackie laughing. But it would be much easier if you just sent them on tape. And anything I can make my own computer discs.
I sent these on tape.
Oh.
I sent the one where he's going whoa ho ho. That one you always play. The one where he sounds real goofy.
No, that was sent on computer.
I sent it on tape.
Well, I got it on computer. Oh, please. Okay, thank you for the call. Oh, my God. I don't know who that guy is. All I know is he draws. Do any of my listeners work?
I've been listening to all 5 hours of the show. That is not really what we want to hear.
Did you hear the speech on that guy? I don't even listen to all 5 hours. By the third hour, I'm somewhere else. I'm at home. I'm relaxing.
That's right, you're in the car.
Oh. Listen to all 5 hours. No wonder the guy talks like that. You know he used to speak perfect English?
Go ahead and play that.
I think he draws pictures of radios, that guy. Yeah.
I sent you the Jackie laugh. You know the goofy one?
The goofy one.
Yeah, like there's only one goofy Jackie laugh.
So cute.
It's real funny, too. I've been getting reports from other people that now that I talk about computers on the air and I trashed Apple and I went, to IBM and all that, now, like, Imus is trashing Apple and talking about IBM. And he, the guy has no shame.
At least he could take the opposite side.
No, he doesn't even do that. He just does whatever I'm into, he does, like, a week later. It's bizarre. It's just bizarre. It's so weird when I get reports of him just, like, lifting my personality.
Has he married that girlfriend of his yet?
Well, no, but I think he's got to wait for me to marry her first. Oh. Stupid idiot. Yeah, when we came to New York, he was doing "How's Your Donkey Kong," so I guess he's a little frustrated. Yeah.
Hey, baby, how's your donkey?
Well, you know what it is? He's through Chernoff, the program director. They're trying to figure out how I'm doing all these sounds and stuff through a computer. They're trying every radio guy is trying to figure out what I'm doing with IBM because I'm on the cutting edge and they're all losers.
Yeah, I heard they were calling over there.
Yeah, they're all calling IBM now, and they don't know exactly. They want to do what I'm doing, but they haven't figured out what I'm doing yet.
Why don't you just do what you do? What comes out of your head?
Yeah, do something. Think of something on your own. Let me steal it from you.
My goodness.
You F-bag douchehead.
Spend less time listening and more time thinking.
Right. All they do is listen to my show, these guys. I haven't listened to their show once. Nitwits. Cleveland, you're on the air. I guess you're excited. Do you get the E-Network?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Are you gay?
Why? Does it matter?
Are you gay?
Yeah.
Okay. Lower your radio.
Okay.
If you weren't, we were going to tell you to convert.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear you on a TV show.
Try to talk like a man. Can you try to talk like a man?
I am a man.
But talk like one, please.
I am a man.
I am a man. You're a man trying to sound like a woman.
You're more feminine than me.
Yeah, I mean, Robin's more masculine
I can't help
than
it. It's the way I am.
No, it isn't. That is such a lie.
Wait a minute, Howard, because we have this argument all the time.
Let me tell you why it's a lie.
Is this the way he is?
No, I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell me.
30 years ago, there was as many gays 30 years ago as there are now.
Today?
Yes. But the reason you didn't know it, they were embarrassed.
They wouldn't go around like
Right.
this.
They would even marry women and live a life of hell.
Make a mess.
And hide it. But the point is, so this guy can talk normal. If it was 30 years ago, he'd be like, hello, how do you do?
But haven't you met guys who talk like him who say they're straight?
Not like this. I've heard guys, there's a lot of very feminine guys in New York. I see them walking down the street sashaying around, and they're so-called straight.
Yeah.
But men have become more and more feminine due to these Calvin Klein ads and these Ralph Lauren ads. You see Ralph Lauren riding around on a pony with women's clothing, it looks like. I don't know. Not that he's not a homosexual, but these guys all... I don't know. TV's making guys more gay or something, or more effeminate.
Now you're blaming TV
Ralph
for
talks
this?
straight.
Something. I don't know. I got to blame somebody. Who am I going to blame?
Well,
and this guy, does not. This guy, I guarantee you, do an impression of a guy, a normal, non-homo guy.
Heterosexual guy.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Go ahead. And don't put on shtick. Try it.
Hello?
Yes.
Does it sound better?
You're doing better, but try better.
Okay. Hello.
No, you don't have to make it
deep. It has nothing to do with the deepness of your
Just be
voice.
like, hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah. My name is Bob.
My name is Bob.
No.
Pretend you're at Thanksgiving dinner with relatives and you haven't come out of the closet yet.
There you go. That was so long ago, I can't remember.
Well, you can remember. Please pass the turkey. Okay.
I'd like
Junior's gay.
This is my girlfriend.
At what age do you start talking like that so you tip everyone
I
off?
always wondered if there's
I was like 5.
Yeah, 5, sure. I bet. You would have gotten your ass kicked at school.
Let me ask you one thing. Now,
Yeah.
did you know of anyone in high school
No. Who talked like this? No.
you knew was gay?
No. And now...
The kid I went to school with in junior high school, he talked just like this.
Yeah, well, he was brave. But I'm going to tell you something. There are guys who played for my football team who I now learn are gay. They were the most macho guys.
Do you think they're talking like him now?
Well, we don't all talk
Yes.
like this.
Yes.
No.
They talk like that. They do. I know for a fact they do. Hello. This is an affect. Don't
but
let it...
there is so much of it, Howard. You have to wonder
Because?
why it
How come?
occurs.
What's wrong with it? I just talk
There is
this way,
something
except
very wrong with a man who sounds like this. I don't care what you tell me.
And we're not saying there's anything wrong with your being gay.
I'm not sure what we're saying. But I know what you sound like is an aberration. An aberration.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's like you're mixed up or something. Just because you're homosexual and you like another guy's ass don't mean you have to talk like a girl. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with liking a guy's ass or penis.
Well, let me ask you something, because
let me just say this. Let me make this point to you, because this will clear it all up for you, Robin.
Okay.
This might answer whatever question you might have.
We'll see.
Just because you like a guy's ass or penis, it doesn't mean you have to take on the qualities of a girl.
I'm not taking them on. This is the way I am.
No, you're not like that.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me ask you a
Heavens to
question.
Murgatroyd.
Because as we all know...
You're horrible to me.
No, I'm not horrible to you. I'm just trying to talk some sense into you.
Rock Hudson was a very macho, acting kind of guy.
No, he's a faggot.
Good example.
Excuse me. That was a terrible thing to say.
How dare you?
Dead.
Hey, stop it.
No, he said he's been eaten by maggots.
Oh, okay.
Do you like the way guys smell? Do you like the way guys smell under their arms? When it's when it's strong and pungent?
Sometimes, yeah.
So anyway, he was a very macho kind of guy. Do you think when the cameras weren't on, he talked like this guy?
As a matter of fact, I know he did.
Oh, he did?
Used to sashay around every gay bar in Los Angeles. They finally got him not to do it. And he'd be, hello. He's in the gay bar. And Rock Hudson all of a sudden could turn it off.
Uh-huh.
Now, you see what would be great, you know, with our new TV show on E, with the radio show being broadcast on E,
yes.
you'd be able to see this guy, what he looks like. See?
That would be fabulous. I would love that.
Fabulous is a word that gay men use.
Yeah. Women don't even use that. I don't know one guy who's...
Fabulous.
Well, anyway, I can't wait till you come to Cleveland. I'm going to be down there, first person in line to see you.
Oh, good. Well, you come, you'll see the big show.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, at 9
Is
o'clock...
Tom coming, though?
Yeah, Tom will be there.
Oh, great. I think he's so hot.
Well, he just said he's not coming now.
Your book is fabulous, by the way. I love your book.
Thank you.
And I saw his picture. Oh, my God. He's so hot.
Who's your favorite, Tom? Tom's a real good-looking guy. Tom and Fred?
Uh-huh.
Tom, our general manager.
Well, I'm Latvian, just like Fred is.
Oh, you're Latvian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have lots in common.
Latvians would have skinned you alive during World War II.
You never would have made it out.
No. Latvians are very vicious people.
Would have turned them into a...
They are. I hate them.
I hate them.
I hate them.
Hey, Fred had a concert. By the way, you'll be interested in this. Fred had a concert last night with his new group.
Yes.
We taped it.
You did? How
Yes.
was it, Fred?
It was real good. It was a lot of fun, and thanks for the plug because about 100 people showed up. It was fun.
I heard that Gorilla told me you were... he goes, Fred has a great voice. Fred is really great.
Oh, Ganji's he's cute, too. I love him. He's really cute.
Ganji is cute?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, you're the first proposition he's had in months.
Yeah, he could be easy.
He's available?
Do you like it when another man, like, starts touching your buttocks?
Oh, man cheese.
Do you like
really.
man cheese?
I haven't really done that too much.
Do you like when a guy hasn't bathed for a whole day or 2 days and then there's all that cheese?
Oh, that's gross. Especially when they're uncut.
Why?
That's even worse.
Why do people have to be dirty?
I don't know, because gay guys like the filth.
Oh,
I know we don't.
Come on, what's filthier than a buttocks?
Nice dirt.
It's good dirt. It's human dirt.
Toe cheese.
Toe dirt. You ever suck a man's feet?
Oh, I love that. I have a foot fetish. I love that.
Oh. Love to bite the little hairs off the top of their feet. This little piggy had this little piggy had roast beef.
Oh, my God.
This little piggy had none. Guess where this piggy's going?
And what do you like? Are you the catcher or the pitcher?
Oh, definitely the catcher.
Oh, yeah, that's comfortable.
Go back for more.
You wanted it, now that you were all stretched out, you went back. Yeah, it was really good.
I don't do that too often because it's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, but doesn't the guy wear condoms?
Of course.
So what does he do? Put like 2 condoms on? That must be real. That must be some fit. Can you imagine, Robin? You've had that.
Oh, please. I don't want to discuss it.
You had it. And was the guy wearing a condom?
No.
Can you imagine with a condom, Robin? You imagine the pain and struggle?
Do you use anything else but that?
How could it not break?
Crisco.
Is that what they use?
KY jelly.
Oh.
I say if it requires KY jelly, there's something wrong.
Well, then you don't do anything, do you?
No, I don't have sex with my wife because it requires KY jelly. We have a big tube by the bed. You know how embarrassing that is?
I'm bad at KY.
You can't get her hot. You're with a woman 20 years. It's impossible.
That's my bad at KY.
She's like, get the KY.
That stuff's magic, though.
Yeah, right.
You're using magic?
Yeah, it is magic. When you don't have time and there's no time for foreplay, it takes 2 seconds.
Just in case.
And she's like, I can't believe you're doing this. I'm not ready. And I'm like, well, seems like you are ready. I'm not ready. Who can wait for you to be ready? I got things to do. People to see, places to go.
Instantly, it seems like she's attracted to you.
Yeah, that KY is a miracle.
To you.
That KY makes her 20 years old again.
Oh, she loves me.
Yeah.
I love how guys determine if a woman's in love with them.
Okay, rub it on yourself. You'll fool me.
How does a guy determine if a guy's in love with him?
Oh, that must be difficult.
I gotta go to the bathroom, grease up.
Well, one thing good about being gay is there's no time for nonsense. After you pick up a guy, it's just like right back to the apartment, slap on the KY and go.
Or else you can like you meet in public bathrooms and stuff like on campus.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, but it is nice. You know why?
What is
really
Can you imagine if girls and guys were like that, where I didn't have to sit and play games? Like I just walked up to a girl and she even said to me, you know, you're not the greatest looking guy, but you got meat. Let's go. Now
women do that.
No, not the women I meet.
They've got it as easy as dogs.
Right. Yep. Gay men just walk into a bar, and the guy goes, hey, he's not so cute, but he's gay, so I'll just pull my pants down. And they don't even look behind them to see who's doing it.
Yeah, they want it anonymous. They, do it through walls and stuff.
Isn't that true?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's a big hole on campus in one of the bathrooms, like between the stalls.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you do it like that.
Absolutely.
Between the walls.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, one gay guy goes into one throne, and the other gay guy's...
There's a lot of married guys that go in there. You can see their wedding rings on and stuff, so...
Really?
Oh.
I can't hear you.
What bowl? What are you talking about?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't really hear you now.
You can't hear me?
Did you hit something?
It's like really low.
Oh.
Wait a second.
Get the phone from that.
Hold on a sec. Let me see what's not working.
Color me Terth.
Are you terse? Hello?
I can barely hear you.
Uh-oh.
How come? What? I didn't do anything.
Like went down. The level went down. I can't hear you.
We're getting just to the good stuff.
I know.
Learning about your lifestyle.
Uh-oh.
Well, you can hear me good enough.
Barely, though. I have to strain to hear you.
Do you have the phone by your head or by your buttocks?
Yeah, are you using it?
Which head?
Hey, so in other words, on campus, you're a student?
Uh-huh.
All right. If you go to, like, a stall and, like, you just pull your pants down and you back up against a wall and things happen to you?
I don't think you back up.
Oh, now I can hear you. You just came on again. I can hear you now.
Oh, good.
Oh.
I'm saying, so basically you just back up into this wall and you don't know who's in the other stall, and he just...
No, because if you sit in the one stall that's, like, faces the urinals,
right,
there's a little hole you can look through and you can see who's coming in.
Right.
It's because I'm very discriminating.
Oh, so you stare at all the guys. Oh, I thought you just back your tushy up to the...
guys go in there. And
I just thought you back your tushy into the wall and see what happens.
Gay games.
Gay games.
I would never do that, but I've seen guys, like, have sex in the stalls.
I never understand. Doesn't it smell in there?
Oh, you mean in the bathroom or in a guy?
Shut up.
Sure it does. And I soap up a lot, and I still can't get rid of that stink.
Like a butt bouquet.
No, I mean, why would you want to get it on in a public men's room?
Because if you're into buttocks, the smell of buttocks just permeates throughout the room.
Oh, my God.
That's the place. That's the mating call.
Hey, when you're with a guy, do you ever hear this sound, like in the middle of it? Do you?
No.
No?
It's so disgusting.
It's disgusting, but it could happen, couldn't it?
Well, sometimes.
And like, do you go like hold your nose, or you just go, oh, I love this?
Only if they love you.
I just like block it out of my mind.
When another guy passes wind, are you disgusted by it, or do you go like, I'm really turned on?
Oh, that's really disgusting, especially when you do it on the radio. That is so gross.
Oh.
Good, I'll keep doing it.
Oh, God.
Nitwit. What is it, John? I know, I got a break for commercial. What is
I got another gay guy on the phone.
You got a gay guy on the phone?
Yeah, is this guy gay?
Yeah, this guy's
me?
What does the gay guy on the phone want?
Well, he was telling you how you should look for your new E-show, but then,
What?
He was telling you how you should look for your new E-show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to tell me?
No, and then he also wanted a date. I don't know.
A date with this guy?
Yeah.
Well, just explain yourself. Why do you mumble? How old? Ooh, how old is he? Like it matters.
Yeah.
Well, ooh, how old is he?
He's taking guys that he can't even see through a hole in his stall, and he wants to know.
He wants to know who he is.
What's he do for a living? What color hair?
Ooh.
What kind of car does he drive?
Isn't that a weird reaction? Ooh. How old is he? All right, put him through. Let these two lovebirds meet.
He's not through right now?
No. You lost him.
I don't hear him.
Him. I don't hear him.
Maybe that's why the level went down. John was tinkering with the phone.
Are you a cute guy?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm very tall and good looking.
Oh.
See, my voice doesn't match my body. I'm really tall and, like, built.
Yeah, you're muscular?
I played football in high school 1 year.
Well, that changes everything. Yeah. That's the ball.
Here's the sound that you might like.
Gross.
Excuse me.
Are you attracted to me at all?
No.
Why is that?
I don't
Why
like
is that?
long hair.
You don't like long hair?
No.
No.
Are you?
No.
And plus, you say you're tiny, and that really matters to me.
Size matters?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, too bad.
So when did you know you were gay? 5, you said?
I think all my life.
Yeah.
I remember when I was like 4 years old, I wanted to take a shower with my dad so bad.
Just to see your dad naked?
Yeah. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, but you know, I'm a heterosexual male. I didn't want to see my mother naked.
You wanted to see your dad naked?
No, I mean, I didn't want to see my parents naked. He wants to see his dad naked so we can get him on with him.
Oh, I did not say that.
Sicko.
I didn't say that.
Why'd you want to see your dad naked then?
Because he's a hunk.
I don't know why. I just wanted to. I thought it was, I don't know.
So what age did you start having, like...
I was 15 my first time.
15?
Mm-hmm.
And what was
it with?
Who was it with?
I don't know. Some guy I met.
In a bathroom?
No. See, where I used to live, we had like an adult movie house by us.
Right. That's where it always goes on.
It does. There's like parking lot behind there. All these guys would just drive in their cars and sit there.
Right.
And other guys would drive up and start talking to them, and, you know, I was riding my bike around, and I kind of figured out what was going on. And I met some guy there, and I got a quick
one. A quick one. No, I don't want you to say what you got. We all figured it out.
Ooga, he just.
The guy pulled down your pants and
but
did something
afterwards, I felt so guilty. I was like, oh, my God, I don't believe I did that.
Was the guy cute?
So dirty. No, he's kind of like a queen. I can't stand that.
Oh. But he was good.
Well, yeah, it only took me like 2 seconds before.
No, we have that in common. See, that's what gay guys do. They drive around parking like you don't even have to know the guy.
See, that sounds so weird to me.
Yeah, but it's gay things.
You're not a guy.
You're not a guy.
But what do you want to do?
Guys, let me explain
Slam into a wall?
Let me explain anatomy.
All right.
If I'm rubbing up against a piece of wood, I'm happy. So the idea that if you're a gay guy, you say, hey, look, there's no games. We all know what we want in sex.
Anything warm.
Yeah, anything warm. Piece of liver, anything. So you got to understand, there's absolutely zero game playing.
For conversation, companionship.
That would be fun. No, companionship.
For the big bang.
There are gay guys who look for companionship, but they also know that if they can't get that, that's fine. Because it's just... You know, after sex, you'll worry about companionship.
Idea of parking lots, bathrooms, aren't they nicer places?
Well, it's also because, you know, it's not acceptable behavior. So back then, you had to go into weird places and do it. Now you can do it right in clubs.
You're a young guy.
Oh. They just need a place where lots of guys can go and have sex with each other. They'll have sex with anything. If it's attached to a human, all the better.
I'll have sex with anything but a fish. I can't stand fish.
Did you ever have sex with a chicken? Hey, be honest. Did you ever have sex with a chicken?
No.
But you thought about it.
No.
A gay chicken.
No, I have.
No.
What is it?
Yeah, that guy's on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
I gotta go.
Go anywhere.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
This is a gay guy in New York in the West Village.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh.
How old are you?
21.
Are you a top or a bottom?
What's it sound like? I'm a bottom.
Thanks.
Are you a top guy?
I'm both.
Oh. Are you hairy?
No, I'm shaved.
All over?
All over. And you don't sound very butch. I don't get it. You want butch guys, but how are you going to get a butch guy if you go around acting like a woman?
I'm not acting like a woman, honey. This is the way I talk. I don't act like a woman.
What's this honey
though.
business?
Look who's talking like you sound so butch yourself.
Look, I don't use honey or baby or sweetheart and all that gay lingo. Why?
Well, what's wrong with that? You're not into like people who sound like me. That's your problem. I found lots of butch guys that like me.
I'll take your word for it.
Of course you will. And why don't you two lovebirds...
They're in love.
Why don't you lovebirds are fighting already? I think I'm eavesdropping in hell. This is what hell must sound like.
You're not supposed to sound like this. You're supposed to sound like this.
Well, I don't use that kind of language.
If you're going to be gay, you should sound like me. No, sound like me.
Oh, like you're so butch.
There's all kinds of confusion in the gay community. Got Laverne and Shirley going on here. Hey, dudes, I'm developing some programming and stuff. I might want to do a gay Laverne and Shirley. You guys might be perfect for it.
I like Shirley. I want to be Shirley.
Do you guys?
Well, I don't want to be anything like Penny Marshall.
You could be like Anus and Andy. Holy mackerel! Look at your butt.
Big kiss.
Holy mackerel, Eddie.
Oh, you got a big set of butter.
No, wait a minute, Kingfish.
Yeah. Let me stroke your sacroiliacum.
You looking like a tripod.
You ain't so bad yourself.
You guys want to go out on a date?
He's from Cleveland?
I'm from Cleveland.
Oh.
I'm from Ohio, too, but not Cleveland.
Oh. Where from?
Around Cincinnati.
You two guys want to talk some more? Or is that it?
He doesn't like me, he said.
What?
He hates me.
I don't hate you. He
just wants me to change.
It really bothers me why someone who wants a man acts like a woman.
Huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
What? I don't dress up like a woman.
But you sound like a woman, too. Dude, you sound like a woman, too.
You're not the most macho man.
You sound completely feminine. In fact, the two of you, I can't tell who's talking.
Howard, you sound like a queen from Long Island.
Oh, you're an idiot.
And you dress even worse.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. I go home to a woman and I'm glad. I'm going to tell you something. I don't feel bad when you tell me that I don't understand you. I'm glad I don't understand. I don't want to understand. Yeah, like they go, you don't know anything about being gay. I go, oh, what an insult.
You don't know what a treat it is.
Well, it's not a treat. It's just the way I am.
Just live in your cave.
And you can't understand how a guy would be into women. Is that true?
No, I can't understand why a guy who wants another guy talks and acts like a woman, and a guy who is attracted to the guy would be into that.
Yeah, but you sound like a woman.
Well, so do you.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I do not sound like a woman.
Now, what are you doing, Howard?
Just in case. I don't sound like one.
You dress like a woman. You're always wearing those blouses.
I do not.
You do.
I wear blousy things to hide.
No, he's into frou-frou.
I like to look like Maud. Blouses. I'm not wearing blouses. I wear jackets and pants.
He's a gypsy, damn
it. You wear all that, like, frou-frou jewelry.
No. I wear heavy metal jewelry. Listen, I could be as feminine as you want to say I'm feminine, but I'm going to tell you something. I certainly have never taken any kind of object and put it near my buttocks.
Why not?
Because I'm not interested in that.
Why? Have you ever felt how good
All right, goodbye. You know what? I've had it with you, too. I got to go. Two idiots. I'm sit there. They're going to convince me to be gay. And they're going to tell me that I'm gay. That I dress gay.
You do.
How dare they? I'm 100% old man.
Even in a dress.
You're damn right. Jeez. Two of them probably running around with the AIDS virus anyway.
Was that Ralph on the phone?
I don't know. Of course not. Ralph's all man. Sort of.
Oh, Howard, your jewelry.
I lost my scarves.
Hey, Jackie, come over here and kiss me and see if I like it.
Go ahead. Let me see you.
Come on over.
Have you ever kissed a guy?
Me? Never.
I mean, not even in any of those skits we used to do.
On the lips? No.
Because I know Jackie and Gary kissed.
They did. Gary didn't like it. Jackie did.
I'll never forget it.
How did you? What did it feel? Did you feel his teeth?
That is not like kissing a mouth.
I know. That's like kissing a tube.
Like kissing a bass or something.
That's kissing a pet.
A pet. A monkey. All right, I got to take a break and we'll be back right after this.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
And Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling. Order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD, $10 plus free shipping and handling. Price includes full-color Jokeland catalog. Call 1-800-323-5464. And this Saturday night, June 4th, a big show at the Starlight Theater in Albany, New York for Jackie. If you can't get enough Jackie. For dirty jokes and info, call 516-922-WINE. Jackie. Exciting Jackie. Jackie Show.
Big show.
I have a woman waiting to get in here. She wrote a letter to us saying the following. Fred, turn off the music. You're hallucinating. All right, thank you. A woman wrote us a letter, Robin. You probably remember this. The finger sucker.
Oh, yes.
Now,
she said she was an attractive young lady. She's from Washington, right? Washington,
yes.
D.C.?
Well, look, she says, I'm an actress. I am writing to seek your expert advice on how to further my career. I'm especially impressed with the fact that despite the FCC, you still reign on the airwaves.
So she thought you must know something.
Right. The reason I'm in trouble is because I don't know anything. If you cannot help with my career, at least give me the opportunity to come in and suck those fingers of yours. No, I'm not a star-crazed fan. I merely have a finger fetish.
And we talked to her on the phone.
I observed your fingers while you were promoting your book, Private Parts, which, by the way, was very entertaining to say the least. I have a 38D. I've been told I resemble Kim Fields. So she sends a press photo.
Yes, now I never saw that.
It was a light-skinned black woman. All I know is the woman sitting out there is as dark as Wesley Snipes.
Maybe she just came from the islands.
I don't know. And she don't look like no actress.
Does she look like Kim Fields?
No.
Cody Fields.
Am I ready? She isn't sucking my fingers.
Come on, let me see her.
Let me see her. Oh, come on. Wow. You're as dark as Wesley Snipes. In your picture, what, do you have your skin lightened? How dare you lie to me?
I'm not as dark as Wesley Snipes.
You're as black can be.
She was lighter in the picture.
She was much lighter.
She's
really was lighter in the picture.
She's not as black as Gary Shirt. Come on.
Oh, man.
As black as black
she
can be.
is so black.
Oh, stop.
And not that I have anything against black.
She just misrepresented herself.
Yeah, I mean, and look at her. She don't look like no actress.
She doesn't look like Kim Fields.
You do not look like Kim Fields.
I don't think I look like Kim Fields either. I think I look better than Kim Fields. And I am not as black as a bad... What did you say?
You're as black as Wesley Snipes.
No, she's not. She's as black as Denzel Washington.
She's as chocolatey black as Aunt Jemima on the cover of the Pancake Box.
Aunt Jemima and she don't have anything in common.
I mean, this is a false representation of what she looked like.
Let me see the press photo.
Where is your press photo?
I never saw it.
Do you have it with you?
I don't have it with me, no.
Fafafona, bring it in. I'm telling you.
What picture did you get?
I don't know, the one you sent us, and it doesn't look like you're either a different woman.
Does she look like herself at all?
She's got nice cleavage, I'll give her that. She does have 38
yeah,
Ds.
he likes the cleavage.
I certainly do.
Yes, Gary?
Where is the picture, Fafafona? I immediately bring it to me. What?
We had to send them back to her.
A picture?
Yeah, she had asked for them back. They were her only press photos, remember? We sent them back to you.
Oh, okay.
What kind of actress are you that you send back your press photo?
What, do you have every agent send your press
You did request them back, right?
Yes, I did, because I gave you like an original and had like all the retouches.
An original? Why are you sending us the original for?
I don't know. It's the only one I had.
And where is your... I'll tell you what, she wanted to destroy the evidence.
No, she said that had all the retouching on it. Maybe they lightened her up.
She sent me a picture of Halle Berry.
How would I not?
And you're a little overweight, let's say.
Well, I told you that.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't realize it this much.
Oh, well, is that bad? I can lose it.
What do you mean, is that bad? No, it's attractive. What, are you crazy?
Well, I can lose it, Howard.
Yeah, sure. When is that going to happen?
Trainer and everything.
Yeah, the trainer should be fired.
He just got hired.
You can lose it. Why don't you lose it before you write me a letter? She's going to lose the weight after.
No, is that nice, Howard? It's my birthday even.
Is it really? How old are you? 34? 5?
30.
How old are you?
I'm
30?
Today.
30? You're 40.
Oh.
Don't you tell me that.
Why are you in Washington, D.C. if you're an actress?
Yeah.
To take Howard's abuse.
Yeah, it makes for funnier radio. Hey, what do you do if you lose weight? Does your breast size go down? Have you ever lost a lot of weight?
It does.
It does?
Of course, yeah.
Well,
it goes down to like a 36C.
You're a full woman, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You're definitely a girl. There's no question about it.
Yeah, see? Short, sweet, sexy, and satisfying.
You got a boyfriend?
Yeah. Oh, now he's warming up. Look at Cleaver's getting to you, huh?
Hey, you know what? I'd have sex with you. I'm not saying no. I would have sex with you.
It grows on you, little.
Yeah. Nice lips for oral favors. Oh, you don't do that?
He wouldn't let me suck his fingers, but he let me do that, huh?
Well, you're damn right. That's a different kind of story. I'll put that anywhere. I was during the commercials letting Billy do that.
Anybody can talk about that.
Well, actually, you can't suck my fingers, but there is a guy here who wants his fingers sucked. His name... King, go ahead. Say something.
It's King's fingers,
Kingfish. Say something.
You don't suck my fingers. Let me see your mouth.
He does not really talk like that, does he?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see your mouth.
No, he doesn't talk like that.
Put a lip lock on my muscle here.
There you go. That's right. He loves you.
You won't suck my hand. I love you.
I'm not going to let you suck my fingers. That's too weird. I don't know where your mouth's been.
And you know, Howard, I had to say something to meet you.
I don't even let, like, Amy Lynn suck my fingers.
I was going to ask you, would you let Amy Lynn?
I don't know.
Or Tempest?
That's weird.
I wouldn't let them suck my fingers either.
Right, but I let you suck my feet, but you're not into that.
Suck my fingers till they clean.
Feet? What's the difference between your feet and your hands?
Because I don't use my feet to eat.
I worked on my car yesterday.
I just use my feet to drive and stuff.
Suck my fingers.
Kingfish over here.
Kingfish wants it.
He's ready, huh?
Kingfish, you want your fingers sucked?
Suck my fingers till they clean. I worked on my car yesterday.
Yeah.
So you're good and dirty.
They suck the grease off my fingers.
Right.
The grease am fit.
Let me see that finger. Let me see that finger.
Look at this one.
Oh.
Hey. Now, how would you know?
All right, sit down. I can see what you're doing.
Back off now.
He doesn't know the cameras aren't here yet.
Yeah, the cameras aren't here yet. E starts in 3 weeks.
Oopsie daisy.
Oopsie daisy is right.
I forgot.
Can you do some of that for me?
Scratch my butt, and then you suck my finger.
Oh man, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
That's nice.
Well, you're a very, very pretty young lady, but I'm not going to put my fingers in your mouth.
Okay.
But at least you got to meet me. Are you impressed with me?
Yeah,
yes.
I'm always impressed.
Really?
With you. Yeah.
Want to give me a hug? Is that it?
Oh, now you want my boobs against your chest?
All right, that'll
take. You don't want your finger in my mouth?
Right. I'll let you hug me. That's it. Since you came all the way from Washington.
That's it?
That's it. Well, what else do you want to do? Take your top off. Take your jacket off.
Like maybe you could put me in your movie and make me a star.
Well, do you act?
Yes.
And what have you been in?
I'm acting now.
What have you been in?
I did the Cosby Show. Just little roles.
Cosby Show. I never saw you on that.
Just little roles. Come on, extra.
The Bill Cosby Show?
Yes.
And what did you say on that?
One life to live, nothing.
Oh, you said nothing.
Like extra work, yeah.
Oh, you were in a crowd.
Well, not.
So you weren't on the Cosby Show.
I was on the Cosby
You were photographed while the Cosby Show was going on.
Howard.
Well, I know. I was a lawyer in a previous life.
Hey, suck my fingers.
Oh, now everybody wants their fingers sucked.
Now, you're a little bit heavy-set, so would you play 2 people in the crowd or just 1?
Oh, Howard, I'm not that heavy.
I'm just kidding. You're a very lovely girl.
What are you laughing
You don't have a girlfriend? I mean, you don't have a boyfriend?
Not a girlfriend. Yes, I do have a boyfriend.
You do? I can imagine you have a boyfriend.
Yeah, I know you can.
Yeah, I can see. No, you're not that bad. I like how you straighten your hair like white people.
Oh, I'm not like white people.
Oh, come on. You're trying to be a little white with that straight hair. All that processed dew. Come on.
Oh, now he's cool.
Am I right?
That's a wig.
That's a wig, I think.
That is not a wig.
How long is it? Well, how do you straighten that hair?
What do you mean? I use a flat iron.
Oh, do you?
The pomade.
You don't have to put your head in the toilet bowl and put that lye?
Oh, my.
You know what I'm talking about.
Can I hit him?
Did you ever put lye in there?
Sulfur 8.
No.
Really?
Sulfur 8.
No. What do you know about sulfur 8?
Look how straight your hair is. That looks good, though. I like it. I like when black women straighten their hair like that.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, I do. I like the straight hair better.
Yeah?
Than the curly hair.
Well, when you get to run black people's lives, you get to choose what kind of hair they wear.
What about your pubes? You straighten those too?
Oh, come on, Howard.
Oh, you got kind of like an Oprah hairdo. You know what I mean?
Everybody says Oprah hairdo. I have my own hairdo.
No, that's an Oprah hairdo.
It is
But there's nothing wrong with it. I like it. That's attractive.
I got a question.
Very nice. Does it curl up, though, in the heat? No, you know what I mean. Like, my hair gets curly.
Roseanne put up with him.
Answer the question.
Does it get curly in the heat?
Does it get curly in the heat? No.
No, it doesn't start curling up?
No. If it gets wet, it curls up.
It does, so you don't wet it
But
down.
humidity doesn't bother it, is what he said.
No.
She plasters it on there.
Man.
Plasters? Is smacked to her head like a helmet?
Yeah. See, Robin's got the true African look.
I'm just asking him what he's saying.
Robin is real
clarification.
African. She has braids. That's real.
I do not have braids.
Oh, so I'm not a real African.
I have locks.
You have locks.
Dreadlocks.
Dreadlocks. She has dreadlocks. She's way...
I see you, Robin.
She's like Jamaican.
That's right. I'm a revolutionary.
She's a She wants to burn people's homes. No, you got a nice look with that white woman hair. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it, though. I don't care what Spike Lee says.
What does Spike Lee say? His wife has white woman hair.
Oh, does he?
Blonde, as a matter of
fact.
How can I have white woman hair with my blackness?
You do.
I have white woman hair.
Because you straighten it like a white woman.
Okay.
You have naturally kinky hair. But I like it like this. You're kind of cute. You lost 30 pounds, 30, 40 pounds, you'd be a doll.
Oh,
okay,
30,
so
40.
So then what?
So then nothing.
Oh, shoot.
How many children do you have?
Still been no movie rules.
You don't have children?
No way.
You didn't get pregnant when you were a teenager?
No, Howard.
Really?
Is that the stereotypical or what?
And you were going to be an actress? Why don't you go to Hollywood to be an actress, girl like you?
Or even New York.
Or New York, Broadway theater. What are you doing in... are you in any kind of plays in Washington? I mean, certainly anyone could get in a play in Washington.
No, I'm getting ready to do a film, though.
Oh, you are? Now, what film?
It's Victim of Circumstances. Well, it's a trailer for a film.
Oh, you're doing the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And what will you be in the crowd for that?
No, I will be in the leading role on the poster.
And what do you say?
I don't know yet. I got the script coming in the mail.
Oh, it's coming in the mail.
She's in the trailer for the movie?
Yes.
I don't understand.
You make the trailer first and then the movie?
Yeah, that's how they do it, I guess.
Is that right? I thought usually they make a movie and then they pull out the best part and make a trailer out of it.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you, call up and find out. I'm doing a trailer for a movie.
Are you sure, Coco?
From Fame? Is that
from Fame. So who'd you sleep with to get that part?
I didn't sleep with anybody.
Really?
No, and I'm not sleeping with anybody.
Really?
I don't have to. I'm very talented.
All right, give me a scene. Obviously, all actresses know a scene. Do a scene from Shakespeare, anything. Give me a scene. Give me some lines. Give me some lines. Give me some acting. You got dry mouth, don't you?
Yeah, you're making me nervous.
What like when the break?
I can't do it now.
I'm nervous. And would you like to do some spoople-doo?
The Kingfish will act with you. He will do the male role. You do the female role.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, King.
Come on, baby. Give me some of your jing-jang. You know that likes it.
All right, baby. I'm going to give you some. How much do you want?
See, that's acting.
Oh, baby. I want every single yard.
Oh, shut up, Fred.
To be
or...
You guys are having too much fun here.
Yeah, we certainly are.
Well, where's your scene? Do some acting.
Do a scene. Do something. All right, a scene.
My fingers till I is inside out.
All right, no, do.
Wow, man.
Here's what I want you to do. You like to suck a man's fingers? Do you really?
Yeah, I really am.
Can I ask you why won't you let her do that?
Because I don't know. I don't want to end up with fingers like you have, all corroded.
Oh, and they really are nice, Howard.
They are nice fingers, yes. Why won't I allow it?
Because I was just wondering.
I just think it'll be weird. It's just a strange woman's mouth. I don't know.
He's afraid I might turn him on,
But you kiss these other people who come in here.
I don't kiss.
He doesn't let him suck his fingers.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something very wrong about that.
I know, but...
I don't even think I'd allow, like, the prettiest girl. I don't even let my wife suck my fingers. Oh. Who wants her fingers? Who wants my fingers?
I really didn't expect you to, though. I just
That's a little
wanted
weird.
your attention, yeah.
You've never let your wife suck your fingers?
My wife's never offered to suck my fingers.
Get off his back.
Yeah, give me a break. I've got a bad enough life. I don't need you guys reminding me about it. I have fun every day.
Your wife has never sucked your fingers.
All I know is, all I do is go home, get yelled at, get grief, or there's some kind of problem in the family, and then I go to bed. I don't get laid, I don't get anything.
Never in even the hottest times of your relationship.
Ask Robin, that is a class.
My life is, I go to work, I come home, I get yelled at least 2 or 3 times during the day.
I'm not talking about today,
And then, every day. Or there's a big problem that I have to handle for everyone, and then after I handle it, I go to bed at 8 o'clock, and I never get laid. I haven't gotten laid in a month, okay? That's my life.
She's talking about since the beginning.
In the beginning.
And
your
that
wife
segues...
has never...
In the beginning, of course, she gave it to me.
But did she suck your fingers?
No. Oh. Nobody sucks my fingers.
Well, suck her fingers, maybe.
I don't want to suck her fingers.
It's never happened.
I just like sex.
You never stuck your fingers in your wife's mouth?
No.
And she's never put them in there?
No. 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 What are they, lobster fingers? I'm going to suck the meat out of them?
That's a very hot thing to do.
Yeah, well, one day if I'm lucky enough to get in bed with you, I'm going to do it.
Come over here, Robin.
I would do that.
Robin suck his fingers.
If I had a new girl who wanted to do that, it'd be one thing. You know.
I'm amazed at what you haven't done in your life.
I didn't get to do anything. I got married very young, and I don't get to do anything.
But that's so ordinary.
Yeah, but I don't get anything, okay? That's my life. That's what I got to go through.
I'm sorry.
Everybody back off. No, I don't get any sex. I'm sexually frustrated.
Now, what happened when you went home yesterday? I just knew that yesterday you'd go home and everything would happen.
No, I went home. There was a problem I had to deal with. I dealt with it for my wife after we yelled and screamed at each other. At 8 o'clock, I now insist on getting to bed because I'm dragging my ass all day. So I go to bed at 8 o'clock exactly. If it's a minute past 8, I throw everyone out of the room. My wife, I said, hey, why don't you kiss me goodnight? She came over and kissed me and left. That was it. That's it. That's my life. I lived the life of a priest.
She just ran. It was like almost kissing you on the run?
Right. She was leaving the room. I said, why don't you come and give me a kiss goodnight? She just not even like puts her tongue or...
She doesn't put her arms around
She's not attracted to me and she won't admit it. I don't get sex.
I don't think it's that she's not attracted to you. I have a secret suspicion.
I know what it is because I don't give her foreplay.
Well, I don't know why.
I'm not good in bed.
Exactly, but she's angry with you.
Yes, she is. She doesn't want to have sex with me. And you know what? It's okay. I don't want to have sex either. I'm done with sex.
That's your defense.
Yeah. You're probably right. She is angry with me. She always has a scowl on her face when I walk by. I'm never good enough. And meanwhile, I'm the best friggin' husband in the world. All these guys cheat. But I'll tell you something. I'm going to start cheating because I can't take it anymore. I got to have sex. I'm a sexual human being. I'm a very sexy guy. Aren't I?
Oh, very. I think so.
Of course you do. Of course. Right? You'd have sex with me, right?
Well, I'm not going to say that.
Well, you would too if I'll give you a job.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, right, sure. So, listen, I wish you luck with your acting career. I don't know I can't put you in my movie. You don't have any credits. You can't even do a scene for me.
Well, wait till the trailer comes out. You'll see.
Right, when I see the trailer, send it to me. And don't send me the original. Just send me a copy that I don't have to send back. What, do you want me to give you a job because you walked in here?
No, but, we could, you'd give me something to read.
You didn't come prepared.
You never have you ever done a high school play?
No, I don't do play. I've never done a play.
You've never done a play. Have you ever done any acting anywhere, even in an amateur level?
See. Yes.
Did you play Peter Pan?
No.
Did you Butterfly McQueen's role in Gone with the Wind? Anything? Can you do any? Have you ever memorized lines?
I haven't had.
Have you ever memorized the script?
Yes.
You have. What script?
I did Gingham Dog.
Gingham Dog.
In college.
I don't know what that is, but let me hear you do that. Who are you, the dog or Gingham?
All right, let me think of something to do.
What did you memorize?
Now I'm warming up.
All right, go ahead. Just say it quickly because I have to break, and I have to get you out of here. I can't take you anymore. No, seriously, I can't. You wearing panties? Who cares?
No, I'm not.
Really?
No.
What do you got, pantyhose?
Oh, now he wants to talk about pantyhose.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I do.
Hi-yo.
That's nice legs, right?
Hi-yo.
For a football player.
Oh, dear.
Come on, you got to lose 30 pounds.
Yeah, I know, but...
Just lose it. Stop eating so much.
You're exaggerating.
What do you eat? You're eating too many fingers.
You're not supposed to bite them off.
You're not supposed to swallow them.
I'm enjoying this, too.
Yeah. When are you going back to Washington already?
Oh, so you ready to get rid of me now?
No, go ahead. You wearing a bra? Yeah, you're wearing a bra.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Do one of your plays.
I'm going to do
Sorry,
it.
this is from Gingham Dog, and you played what?
No, this is not from Gingham Dog. This is from Blues for Mr. Charlie.
Blues for Mr. Charlie.
Right.
I never heard of these plays.
I don't know what... She's not doing the classics.
What is this, a black play?
Yes. Well, I'm a black woman, Howard.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a black play. You could do Peter Pan and Black
they're
Virgin.
going to give me a job doing Peter Pan.
Well, not if you have that attitude.
Yeah. You got a bad attitude. Whoever thought Robin Williams would get a role playing a woman? I mean, you got to be helpful. That's right.
All right, can I do my thing now?
Whoever thought Michael Jackson would be the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz? But he was. Was wrong, but they did it anyway.
Okay, so...
All right, so go ahead. Let me hear your act.
Okay, here you go. He laid beside me on that bed. Oh. Now, if you're going to laugh.
Oh, come on, don't it? You got to...
He's going to fart in his head.
The audience is going to talk and cough. You got to be focused.
Our audience farts. He had wind, all right? Now turn that off. Give her some background music so she... This is a sad scene, right, I assume?
Yes.
What is happening in this scene?
Okay, in this scene, there's some white men who have killed a black man, and the woman is on this stand telling what happened.
All right, so this is not... It doesn't call for you to be nude in a shower?
No, she's in court.
All right, here's some background music.
What's that?
It's African music.
Sounds like Indians to me.
Hey, Fred, that's Indian. Robin's right. It's not African.
Who put that on?
Fred, you're very slow. Don't play African music, obviously. The woman's of Afro-American descent. Because it's a scene about...
Oh, yes, that's good.
All right, go ahead. Let her do her scene. No, just put just regular, generic music. Seriously. Don't make jokes. All right, go ahead.
He lay beside me on that bed like a rock. As heavy as a rock. I think...
Wait a minute. Are we supposed to be able to understand what she's saying?
Can she talk up? Can you project a little?
I can't do this with Jackie over here doing what he's doing.
Jackie, stop it. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't look at Jackie.
You can't look at the
Nobody
audience.
Can act
You're some actress.
looking at Jackie.
That's why his wife's no good. Go ahead.
Are you guys going to let me do this?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. All right.
Okay.
All right. In other words, you're on the witness stand and you've been raped by a...
No. We've just had sex for the first time.
Oh.
And we had it while he had been shot and he died.
So you had sex while he was dying?
Yeah, but I didn't know he was shot.
Okay, go ahead. How could you not know a guy's shot?
You're really observant,
I found out after, we started getting into things. And
okay. All right, go ahead. This is absurd, but go ahead. Talk up, all right, because we can't hear you.
Okay. He lay beside me on that bed like a rock. As heavy as a rock. Like he'd fallen. From a high place.
You watching her face?
Oh, I can't see her face.
See, this is why our E-television show is going to be great, because you'll be able to see her on TV.
Because I'm wondering where the acting is.
Yeah, I know. Here it is, ready? He lay beside me. What are you doing, the story of Tom Fiasano?
I'm not even doing it. You guys are messing with me.
I can hear you.
I swear, I've seen more emotion from a drive-up clown at McDonald's.
That guy died while you were having sex with him.
You ever go to McDonald's? You ever see the drive-up clown? He acts better than you.
He makes me cry.
How many burgers?
Oh, my God.
That's acting.
Boy, thanks for ruining my career.
What career? Thanks for ruining my career. She stood behind Bill Cosby on a show once.
I did not stand behind him.
All right, you stood
What
next
are
to
you
him.
laughing at, Jackie?
Everything.
All right, so that's your acting?
No, that's not it, but I can't do it.
No, it's like this. First of all, you don't have to drag every sentence out. If you want some acting tips, you don't drag everything. Just because you're upset, you just go...
Howard.
Oh, my God. We were having sex, and I lay beside him, and I pulled open his shirt, and I saw... I couldn't believe what I saw. I saw blood. Talk like a human being. What,
you had no chest.
You had no chest, my God.
Well, I do it better, but you guys are messing with me.
Something more upbeat and live. All right, do a better job. Go ahead. Now try again, and do it better this time. Do it the best you can, because I'm
Be there. Bring us in there with you.
There is a role for a black woman in my movie, but...
She's going to get my role now?
Exactly.
Oh.
No, I don't see you doing anything.
Only one black person in your movie.
That's correct.
That's right.
One black per performance. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Do it good this time.
He laid beside me on that bed like a rock, like he'd fallen from a high place. Fallen so far and landed so heavy, he seemed almost to be sinking out of sight, with one knee pointing to the heavens. My God, he's telling me like that.
It's like I'm listening to someone reading from a book. There's no emotion. There is no emotion. There's no emotion. There's no emotion.
You lay beside me.
Will make you read. Put some emotion into it.
I'll tell you something. I never saw such acting.
I'm not doing it again because you guys are messing with me.
After seeing your acting, I hope you can learn how to caddy or something. What do you do to make money? You certainly are not a... I mean...
You're not a full-time actor.
You're not a full-time actress.
No, I work.
What do you do?
Put on your paper hat and go to work.
An administrative assistant.
Oh, you are? All right. Okay. Well, that seems more
probably
promising.
do that very well.
Yeah, she does good.
Oh, I do acting well, too. You guys are just messing with me.
All right, listen, I got to leave you now. I'll consider you for the movie. Let me think about it. Try and send me a more accurate picture of yourself so I can remember who you are. Not that picture of that white woman you sent me.
I want to see that picture.
You know what, Robin? I'm going to send it to you.
She's as dark as chocolate M&Ms.
Well, he's a brown-skinned woman.
Oh, she's a little more than brown.
He looks like an M&M. That's brown.
If that's brown, then I'm green.
Is not brown.
She's as black as night.
You said I was as dark as Wesley Snipes.
You are.
I'm not as dark as Wesley
You're as black as a crow.
You're as black as an eclipse, and I don't mind that. But send an accurate description.
Get a good picture.
If you're gonna send a picture, don't give me one that has bright lights making you look white. For God's sake, you look like a light-skinned. You look like.
You look like Vanessa Williams.
Thank you. Yeah, you did. I thought I was going to have Vanessa Williams. Instead, I end up with you.
Oh, no, see, that's so bad.
That is not bad.
Shut up. Turn over and geese up.
Oh, shut up, you.
You are so terrible.
Tarzan movies have people lighter than you. I've seen people cook. I've seen people cook missionaries who are lighter skinned than you. You're very dark. You're full African.
Okay, I'm very dark.
That's right. And don't send out a picture if you're embarrassed by your Africanism. Then send out a white woman's picture. No, from that picture I can see that you are.
Just give me the picture and I'll see.
I will.
You see a picture of me. You see my skin. You don't see some other person's skin.
No, you lighten up a little bit.
That's right. I'm thinking of a Tarzan scene I'm going to cast you in.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
That slave fantasy he's been.
You're going to have to hold a spear. I hope you don't mind. And this is going to be what?
Spear chucker now.
Not a spear chucker. That's in a negative term. In this scene, you will hold a spear. Because this will take place in the jungle as I conquer.
You'll just be a native person.
I will play Tarzan, and you will be a native person. I'm thinking about you for the role.
Are you really happy?
Yes, I am.
Don't get me excited.
I'm thinking about it.
Now, she'll go home and tell all her friends she's going to be in your movie.
No, I didn't say the movie. She's going to be in the trailer.
Oh.
All right? She'll be in my trailer waiting for me.
Okay, you're shooting the trailer first.
I give up.
All right, listen. I want to thank you for coming in. and lose a couple of pounds before because the film make you look heavier.
Right.
All right.
And there's a very skimpy outfit involved.
Skimpy outfit, and also they don't have the big screens like they used to, so I don't know if I'll be able to fit you on the screen this side. So you go back.
Like I'm an elephant.
Well, you said it, I didn't.
Hey, Howard, I'm 25 pounds overweight.
All right.
We'll do that.
35, 40. Okay, listen, let's just say you're a lovely woman, you're very attractive. You carry your weight well. Not many women can be this attractive at your weight. Here. All right. You really carry your weight well. Now carry it out of you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, Howard.
All right, you're very lovely. We have to take a commercial break. And we'll be back right after these.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
All right, we made the big announcement today, new TV show. We're going to be on the E! Network. You can tune in every night and see our radio show. You can see a half-hour of selected material from the radio show that night. There's a big announcement, Robin. The whole world reacting to it. Many faxes coming in here. Let me read a few of these. Howard, throw that hoe at... Oh, that's the one. The wrong fax, Robin. There's a guy telling me to just go out and get laid. Rent a yacht. Go out for a week. Get laid all you want. And stop whining about not getting any sex. Here is congratulations on your TV project. We're all looking forward to it, Howard. Can't wait. Howard, I suggested you do the radio show on TV before you did Channel 9. Glad you took my advice. It'll be a big hit. Here's someone drew a big letter E on a piece of paper. We're going to have to all go out and buy widescreen TVs to be able to fit all of Gary's teeth on the screen from E-Television. A lot of people very excited. Some people even drew pictures of Fafafui on TV.
Oh, wonderful. It inspired people to start drawing.
If I had a TV show, I would show you the faxes into the camera now, and you would see them tonight. But I don't have that yet. 2 weeks we're going to have that. 2 or 3 weeks. Okay. I never saw so much paper. This country wastes paper. Here's a woman who just heard our last guest on. Now she's going to lose weight.
So she can come in here and show you.
Right. Here's someone who says they were watching the new John Cougar Mellencamp video. Wild night. It's a beautiful woman driving a cab in the video. And she is wearing one of the H hats from our birthday show that year.
Oh, wonderful.
She wears no bra. That's what it says here. She is not wearing a bra. She wears no bra in the video, and her breasts are perfect. Thank you, Mark, Prince of all losers. And, can I just mention something as long as we're coming up to news time?
Go ahead.
This guy, Rostenkowski, this guy kills me. This is this politician from Chicago, the one they're trying to throw out of the Congress.
Well, he's been indicted, let's say that. They're trying to put him in jail.
And it's very simple what they're trying to put him in jail for. The guy was taking stamps and trading them in from cash.
Well, he would tell the postmaster to print him up a whole bunch or send them over, and he'd send vouchers. So no money ever really was exchanged for the stamps.
Well, this is what the guy was busy with. Now we have to waste taxpayers' money on a trial.
Let me ask you something, because he did a number of things.
Well, let me tell you why he's stupid, this guy.
Well, wait a minute. I want to ask you about this before you get carried away.
Oh, I will. Hold on, I got to pass wind. Anyone want to hear it on mic?
Go for it.
Everyone likes this. Oh, sorry. False alarm.
Oh, was that a premature?
Oh, boy. Sure smelled, though. Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha.
You never know how they're going to be, do you?
No, it was a dud. I thought it was going to be huge. And then I try to make something out of nothing, then I get into trouble. I push too hard.
How have you been doing when you go home?
I've been doing okay, Robin. Thanks for asking.
Good.
Thanks for sharing. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
He would have people on the payroll who weren't really working for him in an official capacity as a congressman.
Right.
as a member of the House of Representatives, they would often be working either for his campaign or doing some private thing for him, like he had this photographer who was paid $20,000 for taking pictures at his daughter's wedding.
Yeah, and then he'd say it was an expense.
But he'd pay for it out of his house account, as opposed to paying for it personally.
Yeah.
Or he'd have a former son-in-law doing some job where he's paid $10,000. The thing I want to ask you is, why then did these people often sign the back of the paycheck and turn it into his campaign office?
It's very simple. This guy, I can't believe it's simple. I hope I'm right about this. No, absolutely. Let me tell you what's going on. This guy was a wealthy guy, and I'll tell you why. If he had retired 2 years ago, before all this nonsense started, his campaign fund, in other words,
his war chest.
His war chest. They call it a war chest. They tell you that these bums are raising money for their campaigns.
It seems to be all they do for 2 years.
Yeah. He had $1 million in that campaign. What they do is, if they retire, they get to keep all of the money in their campaigning war chests.
Is that true? I didn't
yes.
think it was all.
Absolutely. He would have had $1 million. $1 million, Robin. It's all if you paid off all your debts. In other words, if you really went through a campaign, you have to pay off. But he had $1 million in surplus money. Didn't have to run for any office. He could have retired. Why he's busy with stamps, I don't know.
You didn't answer my question. Where's the answer to my question?
Because that becomes part of his war chest. Where did they deposit the money?
But why would I take a job from you? I'm your son-in-law.
Because you're doing me a favor.
Oh.
Way for me to get my 10 grand.
Even the 17-year-old godson who was on the payroll for mowing the grass at his vacation home?
It's like if your dad, right, had some assets, and he had to go pay his taxes. So he put some money in your name as a kid. You don't even know he's doing it. It's the same thing. He says to this kid, hey, here's what I'm going to do. You'll be on the payroll. I'll do you this favor. I'll do you that favor. But here, you're going to have 10,000. But take the 10,000 because it's only 10,000. Put it in my.
I see. Well, this is very shady carryings on for a congressman.
It's too much busy work for a guy. He should be so worried about the problems of this country. There's such problems. I can't tell you. There's such a problem with crime.
And this is a very powerful man. This is the man who decides on tax legislation.
Now you have to ask yourself, why is it that this came to light now?
Yes, why is it?
Okay. He was the point man for the Clinton administration on the health care. The Republicans, now this guy's a Democrat, the Republicans knew about this, but while they had a Republican president in office, and they didn't want guys like Rostenkowski going after Bush, it's a game you play. You know about it, but you keep quiet because there's a Republican president in office. Now with health care and everything else, they decided they're going to give it to him. Because there's a war going on in this country. Many people don't know it. It's not a civil war. It's a war between Republicans and Democrats. And they're all trying to kill each other off. They're not running the country. It's a war. And they will go after this Clinton. Wait, who do you think's taking pictures of guys getting on helicopters? The worst in the world was the Sununu. He was doing it day and night. They finally squealed on him. Who do you think is running around with surveillance cameras looking to catch people and do all this stuff? I'm glad they catch him. I don't want some guy for $13,000 taking a free helicopter ride.
Well, that particular incident was caused by the golf course itself because they called reporters. And it was only published in a local newspaper. Now, who got it to Republicans?
That's the question.
In the Senate and Congress. In general, I don't know.
We don't know. Like, take a guess.
But it was just some local newspaper.
So there it is. I mean, there is a war going on. That's why what's so great about me going to be the governor of New York, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm something called a libertarian. Go figure what that is.
What happened to the patriots who care about this country, Howard?
There's few of us left, Robin.
I see.
There's few of us left. You can take like a fat slob like Rush Limbaugh. He's on there. His show is not even funny or anything. It's a show about his political views. And here's a guy screaming about the Democrats. When a Republican was in office like George Bush and his son was involved with that SNL scandal, it was the worst in the world. They kept it quiet. They let the kid off.
And people
went bankrupt from him.
Removed from what the impact of the SNL scandal was. People lost their life savings.
Yeah, they don't understand. Because of Bush's son, what he was directly involved with, there was tremendous problems. But because his ideology is one of a Republican, and he wants to be invited to the White House, nobody says anything. Nobody's interested in the good of the country.
So it's not a matter of right and wrong. It's a matter of
Republican or Democrat. So I am a man of the people. I'm going to go in and give you something. I'm a real winner. I like these losers. These Republicans and Democrats with their stupid battles. Meanwhile, the country sucks. Everything's going wrong. The only thing thriving is the entertainment industry. That's all we're good at. There's no... How many people... Ask yourself this, okay, Robin? How many people in your life that you know personally produce something? Now, I don't mean a service.
No, you mean they actually make something.
They actually make something. Sell. That you know personally that they manufacture something.
None.
Zero. Ask yourself that question. Jackie, go through all your friends. Burf is in the teleprompter business. He doesn't manufacture anything. It's a service business. He walks around with a teleprompter that someone else makes.
That's right.
Your wife is your manager.
Yeah. No, my wife is an actress.
So she doesn't produce anything.
It's a service.
Yeah. Name a guy that you know. He's very blue collar, Jackie.
But even he doesn't know anybody who makes anything.
I make CDs.
No, you don't make the CDs. You record material. You do entertainment. Right. No, you don't make the CD.
You're right.
Right.
You mean
actual producing of good.
Somebody who makes something.
Who makes metal chairs that produces something. It's not
that you
done
know
anymore.
Personally.
Something that you would actually go to the store and buy.
Right. Like a goods, a manufacturing business that puts America to work. There is nothing going on. This is what's scary about America today. No one's doing anything. There's no production. It doesn't pay to do.
Does it count that I know a guy who designs the cars?
No.
That GM makes?
No.
Oh.
No. No. He's a designer.
I'm trying.
He's like an interior decorator. He doesn't produce.
Wait a minute.
Can't
what about
think of
an artist?
That's entertainment industry. He doesn't produce goods.
Yeah, well, he makes sculptures.
But it's not a necessary... You need
it's a product. Produce a product.
Like somebody who makes a washer or a dryer.
I don't mean a guy who makes movies. I'm talking about the guy... Do you know the guy who actually manufactures the film to make the movies? No, because it's not done here. You don't know anybody. We're a nation that is going to be through with in a few short years because of imbeciles like Rush Limbaugh, Republicans, Democrats, all sitting there sniping at each other and doing nothing. President of the United States can't even do anything. I couldn't give a rat's ass how many women he stuffed.
No, neither does most of the country, so...
Of course not.
Says.
Wish he'd just get the FCC off my ass, Scavoja. Where was I? Oh, so...
Rostenkowski.
This guy is a nitwit. He could have retired with $1 million.
So why did he stay? He didn't know this was coming?
Some guys just don't get it. They can't bear to give up that power. They can't bear it.
But the kind of stuff he was involved in is so silly. It was Leona Helmsley kind of stuff.
Yep. Yep.
You know, he had the supervisor of the renovations of his Chicago home on the payroll. His wife was on the payroll for unspecified duties.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, this is easy to uncover stuff. But they still say that the federal government doesn't have an open and shut case against him. They still are going to have to prove that these things actually went on. And they weren't mistakes. There was criminal intent behind them.
It just shows you the stupidity of people. And, you know, I got to take a break. I just wanted to make one point about critics, if I can move on for a second here. This is why you can't put any credibility with critics. It's only one guy's opinion. I'm reading two separate reviews. Tony Bennett did a thing on MTV.
MTV Unplugged tonight, yes.
Yeah, MTV gave Tony Bennett, you know, which is unusual, why they give a guy in Tony Bennett's category an hour on television, because it's like hip all of a sudden to be at the Tony Bennett or something.
Yeah, he's touring with Red Hot Chili Peppers and Smashing Pumpkins.
David Biannacooley of the New York Daily News, or the Post, what the hell is he from? Doesn't matter. New York Daily News. He gives it a terrible review. He says, it lacked electricity. The only good thing was Katie Lang doing a duet with Tony Bennett. The guy in the Post says the complete opposite. It was the most exciting television he'd ever seen. The only bad part was Katie Lang. She appeared to be nervous and couldn't sing it. I couldn't believe the complete opposite. And I said, so what does any of this criticism mean?
Nothing.
People say the Flintstones is no good. My kid is ready to kill me because I haven't taken her to the Flintstones yet. None of it means anything anymore, this criticism.
But what did it ever mean? It was always one guy's opinion.
Well, it kills a lot of movies, kills a lot of plays. There was a guy who used to write for the New York Times, Clive Barnes, who used to kill a play in one night.
Frank Rich had that same power.
Right. I know a woman, she's a newscaster. She was raving about Last Action Hero.
Oh.
That's no one you know.
Didn't help at all, did
right.
it? Got her quite a few enemies.
And finally, I always say to you that Jesse Jackson, I don't know, you might be doing this one in the news. If not, stop me. But Jesse Jackson used to drive me crazy because I see this guy walking around with a gold watch and fancy suits. And I said, where the hell's this guy get the money for all this? Then you did a story the other day about Louis Farrakhan purchasing a Mercedes-Benz, the 600 top-of-the-line convertible, two-seater. I said, you're kidding me. I mean, you know where he's not getting his money from rich people. He's getting it from poor black folk.
And the government.
And the government. Because the government lets him off tax-free. Because he's supposedly a religion.
But not only that, he takes government money to set up programs.
Oh, really?
Another one.
And why we would trust him with 10 cents of the government's money, I don't know why. A guy who spews racist crap. It's like giving the Ku Klux Klan money to go start programs. Listen to this. They say now Farrakhan has also owned and still may own the following cars: a Lexus, a Range Rover, a Rolls-Royce Corniche, list price $269,800, a 560 SL Mercedes, listing at about $65,000, a customized Cadillac stretch limousine, said to be a gift from the Fruit of Islam, his security force.
Of course.
Now, what's a guy who's getting money from poor black folks or the government doing with these kinds of cars?
And to say nothing of the fact that he lives in a mansion.
Yes.
With gardens and fountains and all kinds of land. Living in the lap of luxury.
While his brethren, that means his brothers live in squalor. A man of the people. That's something else, that guy.
I often say to people, you know, the Nation of Islam has been around for quite some time, and what have they been screaming for the 35, 40 years that they've been in existence? Self-sufficiency. They've been supposedly collecting money under the guise that we're going to start our own black businesses.
Now, where is the business?
Now, where are these businesses? In 35 years, they haven't collected enough money?
Maybe they're starting a limo business with all those cars.
No, I understand now that they go to cities and they get contracts to patrol housing units.
Yeah. So, in other words, to patrol crime. That's not starting a business.
As long as there's black crime, the Nation of Islam will have jobs.
It's called a shakedown, is what you call it.
And they go and they don't even put in the lowest bid, but they sort of do a sort of shakedown kind of thing where, you know, the governments of these cities give them the contracts anyway.
Hey, you better hire us,
quiet.
or else your blacks won't be calm. We can calm them down. They see our bow ties and they calm down.
But why? This is an organization that has screamed about the terror and the horrors that government assistance has created for black families and so. But they go to the government and they take the government's money.
Well, and Farrakhan lives better than our own Fred Norris, and Fred is white, Robin, I might point out. I may.
Well, that is wrong.
Of course, it's wrong in anyone's book. All right, I got to take a break here, Robin. Let's continue with informing people when we get back. Also, a lot of other good stuff when we get back right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern
Show. Well, we didn't get to several things today. I never played the Joan Rivers tape.
Oh, boy.
I never played Fred Norris live. I have Fred Norris band music.
Yeah, I wanted to hear that.
Well, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow.
Interest in that.
Tomorrow you're going to hear it. I didn't get to it. I don't know why. I just forget.
Too busy with your own announcements.
Yeah, my stupid TV announcements. And then, of course, we have the... I brought in a tape about the film company I'm working for.
Yeah, I wanted to hear that, too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool when you hear like they've actually done something. And then I got, there's something else I was supposed to play you. Except they never can remember. I should make like a list. In fact, I have a list. I don't look at it. I don't know. I even have Ganji's demo tape if you want to hear that.
That you've had for quite a while, too.
Yeah, well.
What is Ganji doing with that demo tape besides giving it to you?
Nothing.
Not to play?
Just getting rejection letters all over the country.
Is he sending it out? That's what I want to know.
He sent it out.
Oh, did he?
He sent it out to my old radio station that I got my first job with up in Westchester.
Uh-huh.
They rejected him, I think. I don't know. Hey, Ganji, come in here and tell me what you're doing with your stupid tape. It's really been very successful for him. His demo tape.
Did you give him some pointers, or did you just leave it?
It was hard to give him pointers. He was looking right at my face. I had to lie.
Is he getting back form letters, or?
No, he was all excited because he got a call from my old radio station, and all of a sudden he was like, "Boss, I got a call from your old radio station." I said, "Awesome. What hours do they want you to work?" He goes, "No, I haven't even returned the call yet. They called. I sent it out. The next day they called me, and I don't know. What should I do? Do you think I should negotiate a better price? Do you think I should blah, blah, blah?"
Are you kidding me?
Well, we didn't know. He wanted to know how to handle the call, and I said, "Why don't you just, take the call and find out what they want?" Calls up. They just called to personally reject him because he worked for me. They didn't want to just reject him in a form letter.
Yep, that was it.
And he's already wondering about how to handle the price deal.
Yeah. What was it? You asked me a whole bunch of questions, how to handle them, like how to get a good time slot, and I was telling him, just be available for whatever time slot. We'll work around it. You got to do what you got to do. Ganji, listen, I'd be more than thrilled if Ganji got a radio job and left us. At this point, he's become just another leech. So the point that, now he's a good hard worker. He would have been good. I said to him, "Hey, this will work out for you." I said, and don't be insulted. It's only like $4 or $5 an hour.
Yeah, this is your starting out job.
I said, just because any idiot can get a job there, it's a starting out job, just take it and enjoy it. And, of course, he didn't even get that.
Yeah, I got rejected from a starting out job.
That job that he says any idiot could get.
Right. I told you my gardener said he'd hire you.
Yeah, I know.
You could announce before the...
I have allergies. I can't.
You could ring the doorbell and say, "Oh, we're going to be spraying now. Stay inside."
Oh, man.
So you got rejected, huh?
Yeah.
And he was all excited. He goes, "They called back the next day. That means something, right, boss?"
I was excited because I sent something out. And
dude, listen to your voice. Who's going to hire you? You ain't going to be an announcer.
Well, I see that. Nobody will.
Did you send it anywhere else?
I sent it to a couple places, yeah.
And have you heard from them?
No. I didn't hear from anybody.
You didn't even get a letter back.
No, I get one.
What's going to happen? Where'd you send it? Did you send it to all the New York City stations?
No.
Good.
No. Oh, yeah, like I'm really...
No, I hope not, because some people are delusional.
Right. No, definitely. Far away.
Yeah. I think if you're going to be an announcer, though, it's sort of like we had an intern, this girl, Candy Agree.
Yeah.
Who, wanted to be a disc jockey, and then, all of a sudden, she just started getting jobs. She had, a real pretty voice, and she had a good delivery. Now she's, on Q104 or something.
Mm-hmm.
She's, called Candy Martin or something.
Yeah, so it could happen.
What is it, Tom?
How about I'd like to give Ganji his big break. How about if Ganji does 10 to 2 at night next week, Monday and Tuesday on the radio station?
It's fine with me.
Oh, absolutely.
Ganji, you want to do that?
Absolutely.
Look at Ganji. Ganji just turned red and went, "What?"
He doesn't know if he wants to do it now.
I don't know if Tom's joking or not.
Are you going to let Ganji do a radio show?
Sure, why not?
Right? What do you got to 10 to 2? Isn't that the Greaseman slot?
No.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you finally got rid of him. All right. Why'd you fire? Who'd you fire?
I haven't fired anybody.
Oh, someone's on vacation?
Yeah.
Who's usually on 10 to 2?
I don't know.
Meg.
Oh, Meg. Oh, so she's on vacation. He could fill in 2 days?
Yeah.
All right. Tom, thank you.
Permanent vacation.
Oh, is she really? She's not with the station?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
She left?
Yeah.
Meg is gone?
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
I love Meg.
Yeah, I did too.
Why don't you get her back? Boy, I bet you cheaped out, right?
No, wait a minute.
Wanted more money.
Was it another negotiation problem, Tom?
Tom, you always negotiate everyone out the door. I mean, it's unbelievable. If I had known about it, I could have stepped in.
Meg never called.
Anyway, so here's Ganji's big chance. How about Monday, Tuesday? It'd be cool.
Where's Meg going?
It's fine. And if he does a good job, maybe he'll give him the rest of the week.
Right, great tape for you to do it next week.
Are the other jocks going to be mad that he's taking work away from them? How's he going to sound, Fred?
The home of classic rock, 92.3 K rock.
I got to tune in for that.
We'll all be tuning in.
You're going to stay up late.
I hear Maria Melito's on a ledge somewhere. She just got news. How come he gets 10 to 2 and I have to do 2 to 6 overnight? There's a whole big thing here with the other disc jockeys at work that when someone like Ganji steps in and takes 2 nights, it's like, well, wait a second, we're professional announcers.
That's what I do for a living. I'm Phyllis.
They absolutely are.
Yeah.
This would be fun.
This will be just a little group.
Right, exactly.
It's not forever.
It's like put a retard on the air for 2 nights and see what happens.
Are you looking for somebody to fill Meg's slot?
Are you looking for someone to fill Meg's slot?
Sure.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Because, I think it would be good. That girl who's Madonna's sister, I guarantee you she'll get a 10 rating. I guarantee it. I'd hire her. I tune in every night to hear her.
Paul, what's going with you? I swear to God.
I got the same birthmark and everything.
I swear to God.
And just what you do is you tell the engineer after she talks for about a minute, just put the music or the commercials on. Just cut her right off.
Down.
Yeah, and she'll keep talking.
I'm trying to have Fred do that, and it doesn't work.
What do you mean?
You? He's trying to do that with you, Howard.
Oh, I see.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks for interpreting your joke.
I mean,
I'll tell you, I always wanted to fill Meg's slot.
Oh.
Little double entendre. Yes, go ahead, Baba Booey.
I don't want to say anything, but I've told Sabian, Mr. Sabian, on many occasions that I would be interested in doing some air shifts on
but no one wants to hear you.
You're not an announcer. What do you do?
Ganji's got a tape. Do you have a demo tape?
Yeah.
Hey, Ganji, where's the demo tape? Let's listen to it.
Do you guys have it?
Yeah. Ganji's demo so Tom knows what he's getting.
Tom hasn't listened to this.
Tom, cover your ears. No.
Hey, this is a big break for you, man.
This is. I'm
You're
really
going to have on-air tape at a
New
York
Tom's
radio station.
My hand's a little cold. A little nervous now.
Hey, maybe you could be a guest if Gary wants to be a guest. What's the matter, Scott?
We have a lot of fighting going on now.
What do you mean?
So I asked Andre yesterday. I said,
Scott the engineer?
Yeah, I said I was interested
into a competitive thing.
Wait, you want to host the show too?
Sure.
Yeah, the toupee show.
The toupee show. You want to do a special toupee show?
That's right.
Here's Quiet Riot. The lead singer has a toupee.
Music for the hairless.
Scott might not last the whole shift.
Yeah, Scott would just play music from people who have toupees. Elton John. Here's some Elton John.
Here's some Spirit because the drummer is bald.
Here's some David Weaver off.
And he could give the history of hair in rock and roll.
This is Scott. Welcome to my wig out.
Think of how much material you can get.
Scott, you want to be in show business now?
Yes.
Really? You have no delivery whatsoever. As bad as Ganji is, you're worse.
KCK doll.
KCK doll. Gary, you want to have your own radio show too? Why does everyone feel they can have a radio show?
Now he wants
I've done it already on the station, and I didn't do a bad job. Tom heard the tape. Mark Chernoff gave me a shot, and I thought that maybe I ought to have some experience.
No offense, I'd rather hear the Scott the Engineer show.
Well, I would too.
Murray the Bald.
Only music from people who smoke.
Eat, cousins.
Scott makes this annoying little noise every time you talk to him. It's like...
Yeah, he really does.
Usually when he makes a joke.
Yeah. That's how he laughs at his own jokes. I tune in for that, I swear. Cousin Baldy.
K-Rock.
K-Rock.
Rock and roll all day.
Would you do jokes and stuff?
No.
Snappy patter.
What would you do, Scott?
I mean, if they let me do jokes. Yeah.
What would you do? Give us an example.
But they have a format here.
What would you do, seriously?
I'd intro records. I'd read the weather. I'd read the songs.
Why would they get you to do
Smoke on the water. I mean, everything was cigarette smoke.
Smoking in the boys' room.
Smoke in the boys' room.
It's a great format. Don't you think, Tom?
On top of Old Smoky.
You can't even hear him on mic. It's like, this is a great format. Don't you think, Tom? You can't even hear him. He's going to have a show.
Radio.
Yeah. All right,
breaker.
Here's a little of what you're getting, Tom.
Tape 2.
Tape 2?
He did. Yeah, phone held good. At least I know how to run the equipment.
Mike Ganji here on this rainy Saturday afternoon with new music from the Gin Blossoms.
With Mew music.
New music. I said new.
New music.
Maybe, can I take it back?
Yeah,
Hey, you offered it,
No, I'm a man of my word.
Until I Fall Away from their CD, New Miserable Experience, on today's best new music station, 92.3 K-Rock.
I said K-Rock, okay.
92.3 K-Rock, that was the Counting Crows with Round Here. Before that, we had the
Don't you think when you did the tape, we should have done our music list with it too, maybe?
No, well, I could have.
Well.
What's the difference? He's not on the air anyway.
Right.
It's with Message in a Bottle. Lenny Kravitz, Are You Gonna Go My Way? And starting off the set, we had the Gin.
I tried to tell Ganji you don't say stuff like starting off the set. Just talk like a guy. Hey, I played some Gin Blossoms.
Right, you've told me that.
Yeah, and Tom will give you a list of what to play so you don't screw that up.
Right, absolutely.
Play that. And then you'll just say, hey, that was the Stones.
Right.
And before that, you don't even say them before that. Just say the Stones. We had a little what do you call that? Beatles, little who, who. No, you don't even say a little again. Just who, and that's it. You don't have to say like up top and stuff like that. That's real jive.
Okay.
You told him all this stuff before he did the tape.
I know.
He put it on.
But it has gotten.
You know what it is? He runs out of junk to say. So
it has. Come on, it's improved.
I can't wait to see the ratings on it. So those radio dials are going to be spinning like a Filipino hooker. But you just keep it short and sweet, all right?
Yeah, okay.
All right, you just go. 92.3 K-Rock.
See ya.
Let me hear you say it.
92.3 K-Rock.
That was K-Rock.
Oh, come on.
Take a deep breath, Angie. Have you ever done that?
You go like this.
92.3 K-Rock. Come on.
92.3 K-Rock. I don't swallow my words.
Would you swallow a hammer? You ever hear any guy swallow his words like that?
Comes with Until I Fall Away, 10 in a row, including new music from Blind Melon next on 92.3 K-Rock.
Tonight on ABC.
92.3 K-Rock wants to remind you, if you're a guy about to turn 18 years old, remember to
come down to the studio and I'll start with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go into the men's room. There's a little hole in the door.
Register with Selective Service.
Do I
Just fill
move
out the
you?
registration card you get in the mail, or stop by your post office.
You're a little too exact. Just talk like a normal guy.
Okay.
Yeah, post office.
Your post office. Come by the post office.
If you're a guy.
If you're a guy, you're a gal.
I'm a girl.
I was reading.
Tom, you sure you feel comfortable handing him the radio station for 4 hours?
The more we do this, the less.
All right, I'll keep. You know what?
Stop the tape now.
Your demo tape really turns people off. All right, let's turn it off because I don't want Tom to get nervous. Well, you got a shot. Okay. Oh, look at Scott, all jealous.
I don't believe this. I've been radio for years. I've been editing for years. I came up on ABC.
Are you going to listen to Ganji's show, Scott? Pull the hair out of your wig?
Yeah, right.
Pop top. Pop top. Before you tune in, you better take your wig off so you don't pull all the hairs out. That's expensive. All right, we got to take a break. Well, Tom, that's very interesting. We'll tune in. When is that?
Very big.
Monday, Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday of next week. All right, very good.
I will be here promptly.
I'm sorry to hear Meg left. I got to get to the bottom of this. Did she go to another station?
No.
She just had it with
going?
you. Did you guys have a fight?
No.
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 Had she been fed up or something?
I don't know.
Did you make her read like a pornography commercial?
No.
I don't know.
No? Because Meg didn't like to read certain commercials.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know.
But Tom always agreed with her.
Yeah, you always agreed. I don't want you reading that either, Meg.
You don't
I
have
know.
to.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm reading Bob's Smut Palace,
No,
and
no.
Howard can read that.
Dave's Dildo Drive-In.
No, you're not.
She wanted a better time slot, I bet. You should put the Grease Man on 10 to 2. Put Meg on 6 to 10.
Putting Ganji on 10 to 2.
Yeah, come on. Don't ruin my gig.
Give Meg a better time slot. She's got a kid and
Can
stuff.
we do commercials?
Is that what it was? Time slot, I bet.
Can we do commercials?
Was it time slot?
No.
Was there a contract up and it was time to renegotiate? Did you want to renegotiate?
No,
No comment.
No comment?
No comment.
No, not up.
Not up. So she just decided she wanted to go.
Hey, she can't go. She has a contract.
Yeah, Tom.
Hey, Tom, lay down the law.
Okay, can we do commercials?
I'm really attracted to Meg in a big way. She's got it for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe because she hates me so much.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's like radio for Ganji.
I feel bad for Meg that she's not here. Do you like the idea that her kid won't be able to go to college, Tom, because of you? Did you think about it before you... A single woman,
My mind
single
wants
mother.
to go, so can we do commercials?
All right, very good. All right, I got to take a break. Tom reminds me that his kid has to go to college, so I will take a break, and we'll. I think we're in the middle of the news.
Kind of.
Sort of.
I don't think you did the Budweiser thing yet, so I don't think you.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's why I didn't know where we were.
We're somewhere in the show.
You have to do the plug.
All right, we'll be back after this.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
You know, Robin, I love when you do the newscast because it takes us all over the world. I feel like I'm a world traveler as we learn about different current events.
Well, let's try to keep it right here in New York today.
Oh, come on. Let's leave New York.
Let's learn how sucky people are everywhere.
Yeah, let's learn about sucky people all over the world. And now,
there
spanning...
was such big news here.
Let me introduce you properly. And now, spanning the universe, RQ Quivers. And now...
What is this RQ Quivers?
RQ Quivers. That's your new name. That's your news name.
R.O. Quivers.
R.O. Quivers. No, R.Q. Robin Quivers. R.O. Quivers. Let's talk about Korean radio.
Korean radio? What do I know about it?
You know, it's right down the hall from you. Do you know that that's what our AM station is now? Korean?
No.
Yeah, it's a Korean radio station. Did you know that?
Is that radio station still on the air or is it off?
I walked by there. I don't know if I'm in America.
What's going on down there now? Korean radio?
Well, the AM station down there was rock for a while. It was all Spanish for a while. Now they got some Korean shows.
I had no idea.
Yeah, the Korean Howard Stern is up against me.
Robin.
He has his own Robin?
Penis. Snapple. Oh, Robin.
Stuttering John. Yeah, that's the Korean Howard Stern. Yeah, that's a Korean station. Did you know that? I think what the deal is, like, they pay the radio station.
Yeah, they broker it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it? They pay for time and just go on and do whatever they want?
That's the kind of radio station I want to own. We're like...
You don't have to go out and sell commercials.
Yeah, it's cool.
People just pay you to be on the air.
What is it, Fa-Fa-Fooey?
You want to talk to a black guy who's bumming out that you don't understand Farrakhan?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to do news.
I understand.
Robin, what do you think?
Well, if he has an explanation, I would be happy to have it.
I argued with him a little bit, and
it was fun.
Hey, you know, if you ask him like about the hold on, you got to change the thing there, Howard.
Yeah, I did. I know what I'm doing. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam.
If you ask him about like the black, like why does Farrakhan do this, then he'll always say, well, why does a white guy do this?
Right. In other words, he has no logic. All right. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Salam alaikum.
Yes, sir, Mr. Stern. How are you this morning?
I said salam alaikum. Don't you know what to say?
Excuse me?
You don't know what to say?
Oh, yes, sir, I do.
So say it.
Wa alaikum assalam, sir.
He does it good. Wa alaikum assalam.
Yeah, that was more than I've ever heard put on it.
I think he added a wa in there somewhere. It's alaikum salam.
And there was an ah in there, too.
Yeah, wa alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum assalam.
He's just trying to be impressive and add more syllables to it.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Are you through?
Yeah, so he can make it like a whole long... Do you know what to say after that?
That's all I know how to say.
Yeah, you see, you're not real Muslim.
I know I'm not, sir. I'm not.
I say
that I'm a real Muslim.
I say salam alaikum. You say what?
Wa alaikum assalam.
And then I say subalaki macaroni. And then you say what? Oh, what a goose I am. All right, so let's try it. You ready? Salam alaikum.
What'd you say, Weird Al?
No, come on. Salam alaikum.
Weird Al, I wasn't up here to talk about all...
No. I say subalaki macaroni, and then you say, oh, what a goose I am. Let's just try it. Let's see if we can get along. Why can't we get along?
One-sided, slanted version of the news every day.
Salam alaikum. Let's just try it. Humor me. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
Are we going to talk about...
what kind of brother are you, man? Don't you have a sense of humor?
Are we going to talk about anything? Yes, I do have a sense of humor.
Salam
but I'm
alaikum.
going to talk to you about some issues here, and you seem to be making jokes.
Let's just, come on. Salam alaikum. Try it.
Please.
Come on, give me a break. I'm trying to, do the show. Then I'll let you make your point.
I appreciate you trying to do the show, but I'm up here to complain about how you get on the news.
If you have a sense of humor, where am I?
See, now
Where
I see why you got your ass kicked every day in Roosevelt.
Hey, there you go.
See? You talk like an idiot.
Salam alaikum.
Now I see why the black folks ran your butt out of Roosevelt.
Yeah, they sure did. The one white guy willing to live with them, they ran out.
That's right.
Yeah, I was a fool. My parents were fools, not me, though. I wanted to leave.
I understand that. Because you don't like black people. So
no, I love black people. Black people didn't like me. I knew where it was at.
You don't like black people.
You don't know what I like, so you shut up.
You don't like black people.
You shut up and listen to me.
I'm not going to shut up.
Yes, you will, because you're my boy.
Your daughter that way.
What'd you say, boy?
I said you go talk to your daughters that way. You don't talk to me that way. Don't tell me to shut up.
You're my daughter. You're my bitch. You understand me? You're my woman now.
Hey, only bitch you got is the one that you sleep next to every night.
Yeah? Let's see what you're sleeping next to.
What you're talking about, Weird Al.
Busy walking.
Jackie and them to write some jokes for you.
Yeah, well, he's working on it.
Funny on your own.
All right.
So maybe Jackie and them could write some jokes for you.
Hey, let me tell you something.
You have no talent.
Let me tell you something, you greasy-ass bastard. With your jerry curls
no talent.
And your mother. Because your mother services me every night when my wife doesn't give it to me.
Mother?
No, your mother. Your mama smells over the telephone when I call her.
The rotten crack?
Your mama smells. Your mama smells. All right, go ahead. Tell me what you want to tell me about the great Minister Farrakhan.
I wanted to get on the phone and
tell me about your stupid. Tell me about the stupid money you give him. Tell me about all your stupid money you give him, so he can drive around in a Rolls Royce.
Oh, do you complain about the money that you give Bill Clinton to fly around in the helicopters and to fly around and?
No, he's the president of the United States. He provides a service.
Fly around to go be with his other women that he's flying around with.
No, I don't complain about that at all. He's the president of the United States.
To come out and complain about.
Are you telling me Minister Farrakhan is the president of the United States?
I'm not saying that, but you don't complain when
dummy.
White politicians go out and do it. So why are you complaining?
Wait a second. If a man, as a part of his job, goes out and travels,
you don't know what the man has as part of his job.
What? I don't know what Bill Clinton's job is.
What? You don't know what.
Okay. All right. Let's get on with it.
Obviously, there was no explanation involved.
Oh, listen to that logic. He's comparing Farrakhan to the president of the United States. For goodness sake. That is an outrage. His mother is good in bed, though. I'll tell you that. I know that guy, and I know his mother.
Her.
Yeah. She has the biggest set of tampons.
Oh, gee.
Every month.
What, does she have a special set all her
She just puts the whole box. And her breasts hit the floor. That's how big they are.
But you've been with her nonetheless. You like her.
Yeah, she does things that are inhuman. I have to take a break, Rob. We'll come right back to the news.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
I keep eating my lunch so fast I bite the side of my cheek off. You ever do that? Like the inside of your mouth?
Yes.
I hate it. And it keeps getting worse and worse with every meal.
But then it's poked out and you keep biting it.
Yeah. Like eating my own face. Oh. What's in the news, Robin?
Well, I thought it was kind of funny that...
There's your news theme again.
The New York Times carried the story about you re-emerging on television on the E! Network once again.
They did?
Yes. And you know how the Times is always very, very proper?
You call me Mr. Stern?
Yes. In a statement issued by E!, Mr. Stern called the New Deal the start of something amazing. The best part of all this is that my genius will be seen in so many more homes now, he said.
Do you think that was a little strong, that statement?
It's a dream come true. That's what's so wrong with America, that even a dope like me can realize his dreams. This has to be carried by the New York.
They asked me for a quote. And I wrote that and faxed it to them. I said, yes, now my genius will be seen all over the country. What's wrong with America is that a dope like me can realize his dreams. I like seeing that in the New York Times. I didn't know that's in the New York Times.
Yes, I love it that it's in the New York Times.
Oh, very important.
The other papers had picked up on it, but the New York Times carrying it makes it all that much more special.
Now so many more can enjoy my perfection.
Well, I did get a fax from someone who's kind of upset.
Oh. Who, my mother?
A fellow Long Islander who lives, out on the island and gets the same cable vision coverage that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Was very upset that you're going to be on E! And he can't get it.
Jackie, you are on Long Island. Do you get E!
You know, I never saw your other show because people have told me it stops and becomes Madison Square Garden or something.
That's what happens. You get it like during the day, and then at night they
just when it's about to get interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, why only during the day?
I've never figured that out.
Me neither. That's Cablevision. They can't give you any good channels. They even took VH1, which was an okay channel, and moved it off into Never Neverland. I don't even get that anymore. I don't even get VH1. But, I never watched VH1 anyway, so I didn't care. But I'd like to get, the science fiction channel.
Or the cartoon channel.
Yeah, any of that channels.
I think there was 1 week where on one of the lower stations they gave us Black Entertainment for a while and then Court.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I liked it. Yeah, and then it disappeared. And I'd order it.
You don't get Court TV?
No. We got it for a week. Jackie's right. We got it for a week.
Yeah, I think there was a month where they tried a bunch of different things.
Yeah, I got it all on the higher channels. You would go from channel 36, which I get. I subscribe to all the channels that I can possibly get. I get 36 channels. And then afterwards, at 37, 38, 39, you would get cool stuff like Court TV and Comedy Central. And you know what? I never even watched it. I just
You like
I like knowing it was there if I wanted to. There was more stuff to just tune by. I mean, because it is 1994. We should be able to get that stuff.
You don't have any of the home shopping channels?
No.
You know, it might be there. It's just I don't watch TV that often, and then you got to relearn everything, where everything is. You go,
Jackie, this isn't math. You're learning how to turn on your TV.
It's not that hard.
No offense.
Got to learn.
Gotta learn.
I'm studying TV tonight.
Hey, I'll tune around and see if I can figure it out. After that, I'll try to work the toaster.
I gotta go home and read the TV guide. Gotta figure out where those channels are.
You didn't ask me. I mean, if I'm channel surfing, I want to know where the waves are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna relearn it.
It's dangerous because you don't know what's there.
I'd like to know what I'm gonna get.
So hard because I don't watch that much.
Turn this on. When you, Jesus Christ.
Well, if you put it that way, okay.
When you had black TV, you probably found it interesting, and then when you went back looking for it,
you could monitor the blacks.
And it made you a little crazy. Yeah.
See what they're up to.
See how safe you were.
What happened to the blacks, Jackie?
What did the blacks do?
All of a sudden they weren't on TV. I thought, oh my God.
It was like real America. The blacks disappeared. Some guy wrote me a letter yesterday, Robin, and he says, all right, if there was a button that you could push that would get rid of every black person in America, would you push it?
And you said?
Well, I won't give you my answer. What am I, in the Ku Klux Klan?
No, I'm just wondering what you would do. You're always saying that all this diversity causes problems.
Listen, let me tell you something. It wasn't even tempting. It wasn't even tempting.
Excuse me?
It wasn't tempting. I wasn't even tempted to push the button.
Oh.
What do you think of that? That's how liberal I am.
Sure.
I don't know.
What did you say that wrong?
You're saying, where's the button now?
No.
It wasn't as tempting as it sounds.
No, even Ronnie, the limo driver, said he wouldn't push it.
Oh, well, that's saying something.
I was sure that he said he'd push it, as he was yelling at all the black cab drivers. I said, now would you push it?
Well, now you've got a different perspective. Well, ask me if there was a button to get rid of all white people.
Would you push it? I know you wouldn't.
You don't think I would?
No. I know you wouldn't.
It'd be her show then.
No, it wouldn't. There'd be a black Howard Stern sitting over.
That's right. Well, look.
We don't have a button. Let's go on.
There's no button, so why fantasize? Go ahead. Why even entertain?
They do say in these accounts of the TV show that the TV premiere date and time are pending. I don't know what that means.
For what?
The E! show with Howard Stern, whatever it may be called. Howard Stern on the air.
Yeah. Howard Stern on the air. I don't like that name. Where'd they come up with that? Of course I'm on the air.
But that doesn't tell you that you're on the radio.
I said to call it the Howard Stern radio show on television.
That's clunky.
Who cares?
I don't like it.
What was the name that you came up with, Jackie?
I think that's it.
What is it, Radio with Pictures?
Howard Stern's Radio with Pictures.
I mean, no, it's Howard Stern's radio show on TV. That's what I want to call it. Because that's what it is. I used to believe in calling something what it is.
But do you have to use that many words?
Yes. There's no other way to say it.
Televised radio.
No, I'm not saying televised radio. It's the Howard Stern radio show on TV. I don't care if it takes a half hour just to see the title. Eats up time, right? I don't have to work as hard.
To be continued.
Eats up time. The whole title will take up a half hour.
Good night.
Good night.
Tomorrow, highlights of the show if we get past the title.
Tomorrow, highlights of the title.
Right.
Best title moment.
Right.
Well, you told that story a little earlier today about Louis Farrakhan. That's from George Rush's column in the Daily News today.
Robin, I was trying to make people think I uncovered all that.
I know, but I wanted to give credit where credit was due.
Thanks a
George
lot.
Rush is the guy who told us the story a couple of weeks ago about the Mercedes, and then listed the fleet of cars in Farrakhan's personal garage today. He also notes that Farrakhan has said nothing about the shooting of Khalid Abdul Muhammad, his former spokesperson. And there's speculation that this means that there's a rift in the Nation of Islam.
Yeah, because evidently they're fighting over custody of the cars. I want the Mercedes.
He must be torn, they say, because if he were to come out and say he didn't like the shooting, then he would anger all those people who want him to have a more moderate stance on this anti-Semitic tact of Khalid Muhammad. And if he comes out and says, he doesn't care about the shooting, then the people who like him as a staunch separatist will be concerned, and he might lose followers, you see.
You imagine this is supposedly a religious organization. A religious man would come out and say, I don't condone shooting anybody, whether he be Khalid Muhammad or anyone. He's afraid to even say anything.
He doesn't know what to say. He'll be working on a statement, and maybe we'll be able to figure out what he's supposed to say by the end of this week.
All right, that's it. Where's the button?
Meanwhile, this will really make you go for it. Khalid Muhammad has refused to sign permission to remove the bullet from one of his legs. It's lodged somewhere near his foot. But he will not allow the operation to be carried out unless they get a black doctor.
And they can't find one?
I don't know whether they can find one or not. All I'm saying
They're all in prison.
Shut up, whoever that was.
That was Kingfish.
All I'm saying
Don't say Fred, Jackie. You don't want his identity known when he says stuff like that.
They must have rushed him off to a white hospital. White doctor was trying to get him to sign some surgical agreement.
White doctor.
Which hospital officials would only confirm that Muhammad hasn't signed a release allowing doctors to remove a bullet.
And they should bring in a witch doctor from Africa. That would be great, the chant. Yeah.
Here comes the bullet.
Here comes the bullet.
Now, where's the powdered root?
Hey, here comes the bullet. That voodoo works.
We're going to do some voodoo on you.
Meanwhile, the guy who's accused of shooting Khalid Muhammad was taken to court secretly last night from his hospital bed and arraigned on 5 counts of assault and 1 count of attempted premeditated murder. They say he has a history of violence in his background, shooting some member of his family.
Does he carry a shovel in his back of his car?
He, of course, said that the family member was trying to shoot him, but no gun was ever found in that other person's possession.
You get guys involved with guns like this, you ought to execute them. I tell you.
Well, this is the Nation of Islam.
Oh, man, with guns and all that. That's some religious organization.
Everybody's rushing out to see them speak.
Not Fred.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of booze. Jack fell down and broke his crown. I blame the Jews.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Colette.
As a gubernatorial candidate, this must anger you.
Thank you. I'm angry.
Considered armed and dangerous.
Live.
2 killers escaped from a mental hospital over the weekend and are still at large.
I got to put my governor voice on. Yes.
The subject now of a massive manhunt.
Yes.
These 2 men, Herbert Arnold and John Casablanca.
Right.
One, a former, what do you call him?
Hang them by their arms.
Soldier of a mafia crime family with 5 known murders under his belt. The other, a convicted rapist and murderer.
And they're in mental hospitals?
Yes, they were both found
where's the jury?
Unfit to stand trial. And they were shipped off to this hospital.
But they were smart enough to be in mafia, but they were not fit enough to stand trial.
Yeah, this one guy was smart enough to go back and kill the woman he had been accused of raping.
Oh, my God. And this is what I mean. You know, this is the height of arrogance of Mario Cuomo not to give us a death penalty.
Well, these guys didn't even get to court.
Oh, for goodness sake. Do you hear this? Take these 2 mafiosa, cook them in a pizza. A giant human pizza.
They say now that some of the patients knew that these two guys were planning to escape.
What?
Some of the patients knew that these two guys were planning to escape. Apparently, they were talking about it on the ward.
Right, but everyone thought they were insane.
Nobody listened.
No one pays attention to mental patients say they're going to escape. Robin.
Let's go to Pluto.
We're going to Pluto.
But nobody who could have actually stopped the attempt learned about it, and they're still trying to figure out how one of the men got a gun inside the hospital.
Come on, with these mental hospitals. Guys who kill, of course they're mental. Put them to sleep like a dog.
They took a hospital aide as a hostage, forcing him to take them to the South Bronx, where they vanished after releasing him. So they could be anywhere in the city or anywhere in the country at this point.
Who are those two guys that were in here?
Dan Rostenkowski, former head now of the House Ways and Means Committee, has been forced to step down from that post, but as I told you yesterday, he still plans to serve in Congress, and he is running for re-election, even though he now faces a 17-count indictment filed by federal authorities.
Dope.
Rostenkowski will be arraigned in 10 days on those charges.
All he had to do was retire. $1 million the guy had in his campaign fund. Would have been his. Stupid.
Do you see that the government is planning to go to a plastic card for people who receive government benefits and aid?
You believe this? You're going to have your own card to get benefits and aid.
Yeah, it'll be like a bank card. AIDS. Not AIDS, aid.
Oh, I thought they give you aid.
No, it'll be like a bank card, and instead of getting your welfare check in the mail, I guess it's like a debit card. You just go out and pull out the money. They say this will help to detect fraud.
Sure.
Make it more difficult and much easier to prosecute.
Yeah, nobody ever figured out how to make a phony card.
The biggest users of the card, people without bank accounts.
Perfect. A welfare credit card. You just go every month and stick it in and get cash out. Boy, oh boy. Only in America, especially up north.
It'll eliminate food stamps.
That's good. I'm glad that's what people are working on, a better way to get your money for free. I'm busy paying for that. You should see the taxes they take out. You rat bastards. Put me in Albany.
I meant to talk to you about this yesterday, too. Did you see the article on tolls? I think it was in the Post yesterday.
Yes.
That in New York.
Yes.
Or people here in this tri-state area who are constantly using all the toll roads. We pay more tolls than anyone else in the country.
We're penalized for living in New York.
These roads have been paid for over and over and over again, and very little of the money that we pay in tolls goes into the maintenance of these roadways.
Can't we just save time?
So they're continuing to crumble while we continue to pay more and more money. Money usually goes into mass transit, which is falling apart and is being underused because it's unsafe and unsanitary.
Yeah, who's going to take mass transit besides Ganji? Why don't we just save some time and burn our money directly so the government doesn't have to waste time?
Interesting.
Well, that's good. Welfare cards, more tolls. And this is why business is leaving New York. Nobody can figure it out. I'll tell you something. I like that. They're making a new welfare card so it'll eliminate... You know what it'll eliminate? It'll eliminate me. I'm moving. That's all. That's what it eliminated.
Where are you going to move to?
Don't ask, because I'm not going to tell you, because no one's going to find me.
Hey, Bill. Hey.
I'm going to move to that mental institution those two guys escaped from. I'm kidding. You can come and go as you please.
No toll.
No toll.
Yeah, those people didn't pay one toll coming back to the city.
Wash my breath.
Wash my breath, Jerry.
Wash me, Jerry. More than 70% of Americans say it's none of their business if President Clinton has an unfaithful marriage.
That's right. It isn't.
A lot of people believe that he probably has cheated on his wife and is probably continuing to cheat in the White House.
I believe he's cheating right during this newscast. What do you think? I could care less.
A smaller majority of those polled said, 62% said, even if they knew for sure he was cheating, it would not affect their vote if he ran for re-election again.
So there you go.
Maybe the country is growing up.
I believe he's sleeping with the Pope right now.
Speaking of the Pope,
Just joking.
I was going to talk about him.
Yeah.
The Pope has decided once again that women can't be priests in the Catholic Church.
Of course not.
What do you mean, of course not?
Look, you can't keep changing the religion.
Excuse me, the religion is changing all the time.
Not in this area.
Do you realize that the Catholic Church used to throw people in prison and excommunicate and sometimes kill people for saying that the earth was round?
Don't tell me that.
They do change.
I don't believe that.
Oh, sure.
No.
We're very anti-science.
It's ridiculous.
What do you mean it's ridiculous? It's true.
Fred tried to do that to me when I told him the earth was round. Got vicious.
But the
can Catholics eat meat on Friday?
Yes.
They can?
Mm-hmm.
Do you eat meat on Friday?
No.
Want to?
Just asking.
Oh, I thought you had a point to make.
No, I never do.
Well, anyway, so they're going to keep that little club all to themselves. Women will not be ordained as priests. Meanwhile, the Roman Catholic Bishop of the Seychelles Islands.
Wait, first of all, a woman can't be a priest because she don't know how to molest young boys.
Now, that's not true. I'm sure many women molest young boys.
Very few do.
The Roman Catholic Bishop of the Seychelles says...
Seychelles, she-sells, by the she-sells.
that he's resigning. After Rome called for him to step down, he admitted that he watches porno movies and has tried to cultivate marijuana.
What kind of priest is that? I mean, why would you admit that?
Why would you ordain women if you can do all this?
No, well, you can't. He's stepping down.
The bishop scandalized his flock
by saying this.
Anointing them with the holy hand.
Last year, when he spoke about the unorthodox activities of porno watching and marijuana growing on state television. So they didn't even have to discover this on their own. He actually came out and talked about it. I think that's nice.
Can you imagine a priest doing that? But this guy must have been wild. One goes to the priesthood, does the whole thing, and then he's talking about smoking pot and watching porno movies. That's wild. That's a great... I mean, why would a guy invest all that time into being a priest only to watch porno movies and smoke pot?
Wouldn't that give you a hint that maybe this guy was undergoing some kind of stress?
Shows you they're hard up for priests. Hey, at least he wasn't molesting anyone. You know, that's the first story you did about a priest in a long time. When a guy
wasn't a molestation story. You're absolutely right.
This guy should receive a medal. He shouldn't be thrown out.
They say in Neil Travis's New York today that they think, at least they're speculating after seeing Kim Silva, the woman who allegedly came between Tom Arnold and Roseanne, at a restaurant, the Four Seasons in Beverly Hills. And according to several fellow diners there, she appeared to be well along in the family way.
She's pregnant.
They say that Arnold was being very solicitous of her despite having some pain, they say, from recent hair plugs.
Yes.
That he was just barely being able to hide under his baseball cap. Neil says if Silva is indeed pregnant, this could either send Roseanne further away or bring her back, since it was rumored in some circles that Kim had been brought into the relationship as a surrogate mom since Roseanne couldn't get pregnant herself.
Please. Roseanne's going to get rid of that loser. I think our eyes are finally opened up. My thing is, I think he got her pregnant just so she'd be as fat as Roseanne. Then maybe she wouldn't be so jealous and he'll get her back. Roseanne will look like her twin, because Roseanne looks like she's having a baby. Imagine marrying a woman who always looks like she's pregnant. And then she wants to know if he really loves her. Stupid. Dope. Marries a woman that looks pregnant. Then he finally gets a girlfriend with a nice figure.
And gets her pregnant.
Makes her big as Roseanne. But what kind of brain does that guy have? I think that when they do the hair transplant, they dug in too deep. They punctured a hole in his head. He's as stupid as Tom Arnold. Can you imagine that, Robin? He gets a young, pretty girlfriend. He makes her fat.
I don't understand it.
Anyone who gets near that guy gets fat.
Yeah, maybe it's him. Roseanne could have lost that weight.
You'd eat too if you had to talk to him. Busy stomping his foot every 2 seconds, grinding his teeth.
Rosie.
Rosie. I love you.
Tom is hyperactive.
Yeah. Good choice of husband.
Yeah, Rosie.
Yeah, he has trouble setting spells.
That's a good impression. Yeah, it's trouble setting still and stuff.
Got red ants in his pants.
Hyperactive. That's a childhood syndrome.
Yeah, I never saw a hyperactive adult. You can put something on. Yeah, Rosie. I'm hyperactive. Yeah. I need Ritalin. Yeah.
Klonopin. Yeah.
What won't she buy?
He's on a sugar high.
He needs a nap.
Oh, no, come on, Fred. I'm not breaking for commercial.
All right, let's wrap this up then.
Go ahead.
David Cassidy, we were talking about him a couple of days ago.
Oh, your boyfriend?
Who?
Your boyfriend who you can't stop raving about in that play?
He was very good. What can I say?
Wonderful. Excellent. He is Broadway.
He is experiencing a resurgence in his career.
Yeah, thanks to you.
In that Broadway play, Blood Brothers.
I saw him on The Partridge Family. He must have
wasn't that good.
Yeah, come on.
Well, he has matured as a performer.
Really? Is that good?
Yes, and now at 43, he has a book out called Come On, Get Happy, and we were discussing whether we should have him on the show.
And we said no because he's so goofy.
And we didn't feel that he was really being quite so honest.
Yeah, Robin said, me, Robin, and Gary have this meeting about, like, certain people want to come on the show, and we're on the fence about him. And I just said, I interviewed David Cassidy once, and the guy's not real. I mean, like, he says, like, goofy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you have him in the studio, or you have him on the phone in this case. And the guy was just giving you a cutesy little answer to everything, like a little comeback, a quip. I was like, dude, I'm trying to interview you.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's a comedian.
Yeah, so I just said, I don't feel like going through the hassle of interviewing him.
Plus, in the book, he does, he's had an opportunity to meet everybody. He only tells you about the nameless girls who hung out and tried to run after his bus that he had sex with. He won't tell you about the famous people.
Right, so who wants to read that? And who wants to interview him about it? Oh, so you had sex with a lot of girls? Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the interview.
Anybody we know? No.
Do you want to mention any famous names? Yeah, Susan Day. Duh.
One name that they did mention that was kind of surprising to me was Meredith Baxter, Bernie.
He had her?
Yeah.
I'd love to get her, boy. She seems real uptight in the sack. Did he say how she is?
This was between marriages, and she had a couple of kids, and he was younger than she was, and he was very hurt by the breakup of the affair, is all I know.
Yeah, I know. She's the type that dumps you. She's real good looking, even though she downplays her looks, because she's trying to be taken seriously. She's the one who played the mom on that Michael...
Family Ties?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox show. Meredith Baxter Birney. Big cans. But I wonder if she goes out of control in bed. No, I don't think so. She strikes me as being real uptight.
She's an actress, though.
She's crazy. Yeah, that's true. You got to be a little crazy to be an actress.
Yeah, you always got to factor in actress.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. You got to have absolutely no logic to be an actress.
Oh, you got that right.
That's how you get to that point where you can say, I can show my breast because I'm playing a cancer patient.
Right, that's
and they're going to cut it off.
Yeah, Meredith Baxter Birney doesn't show her breasts on anything, but because it's a show about cancer, she'll show her breasts. Okay.
Her breasts are actresses, too.
Yeah, my breasts won't be used in a way that would exploit women.
Only if it's pertinent to the role.
Yeah.
My two little actresses.
Well, anyway...
he doesn't say what she did in the sack or anything?
I didn't read the book. I just read that he had had some kind of a little affair with her, and it hurt him when it broke up. But apparently he was more forthcoming in a 23-hour Q&A that was tape-recorded by himself and another journalist several years ago before he became hot again in hopes of getting a book deal. And in that one, he does name names and dish the dirt. However, the audio tapes are in a safe deposit box, still being held by that journalist. He's not sure if he owns the rights to them or if David Cassidy still has some say over their use, but he is shopping them around, hoping to get a book deal since he found out that Come On, Get Happy got David a 6-figure deal with some book company. So, you know, once upon a time, when he wasn't so hot, he was spilling his guts, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested in the guy if he came in and spilled his guts, told us every stupid detail of his life. You know, but nobody's honest like I am. They don't sit there and talk about when they masturbate, and they don't, you know. I'm looking for that kind of guest. Looking for someone like me.
Just imagine this, being in high school and helping to find a major discovery.
Yeah.
2 high school students in San Ramon, California, have identified the chromosomal links to 3 cancer-related genes.
And they're in high school?
Possibly making them the youngest ever to make such an important discovery.
Wow. In high school, all I did was flunk. Even flunked psychology class.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you certainly weren't going to find any links to genes and chromosomes, were you?
No, I couldn't find the door. I was so high.
Well, the teacher
was a loser.
For these kids, of course, they're probably, I don't know where they're from, but the names are Yu Fong Hong.
Oh, so they're not even American.
And Lee Ho.
Of course. I knew this story was too good to be true. They're Viet Cong. They're geniuses.
They're VC.
VC.
Thank God for immigrants holding up the standards of this country.
Yeah, in a way, you're right. In a way, it'd be good to let some immigrants in. The smart ones.
Look at what they're considering out in California. How do you feel about this? A measure that narrowly passed in the California Assembly yesterday. What?
Jackie's so old that in high school he discovered the wheel.
I did too. I did too. It was on my jelly. Look, it rolls.
Stop it. No, they're considering a bill in California that would allow same-sex partners to register as domestic partners without, without regard to sex. If you were the same sex, you could go to some state agency and register as a couple, and that way you could visit each other in the hospital should you get into one of those situations where only family members can visit. You could set up conservatorships and so forth. The problem with the bill, however, is that they don't say what happens once the partners want to break up.
Good news for you and your assistant.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
What are you saying? What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that they're trying to have anyway, this still has to go to the state Senate.
Yeah.
They want to allow people of any sex, as long as they're living together and they decide, all right, we're committed to each other, let's go down and register.
I'm sorry, I was making a joke. You and that assistant spend so much time together.
We don't spend any time together. I'm always with you.
Oh. Well, that's good news for us then. I'm making a joke. Maybe I hit something close to home.
Why do you say that? Jackie's the only one who's having a reaction. He got red.
He's always red. He's always red. He sits out in the sun. You know how everyone on the show would like to fantasize that you're gay with your assistant.
Well, enjoy yourselves.
We do fantasize.
You fantasize.
What? Will you stop whispering so I can hear?
This isn't for your ears.
I'm sorry.
They are. They're really cute.
Do you realize that the Rodney King jury is still out?
Are you serious? What do you mean they're still out?
This is the 10th day of deliberation. Maybe it's the 11th. I don't know. But this is the group. The jury is still trying to figure out if they can...
get more free food.
No, get some more money or get some money out of the police officers involved.
Unbelievable.
In the Rodney King case.
Imagine you're a poor cop doing that stupid job, risking your life every day, chasing Rodney King at 100 miles an hour. You get out and try and knock some sense into him, and now you got to pay him? Oh, boy.
So they've been deliberating and deliberating. You know, it took them no time at all to say, yes, you know, the city of Los Angeles owes him about $4 million.
Wow.
Now let's go to the police and see how much or if they owe him anything.
Cops don't have anything.
They've been debating and debating and debating and debating. It's been going on.
Unbelievable.
And on and on.
Cops owe him nothing.
So it's still going on. I just thought I'd let you know.
He owes us money, Rodney King, for endangering our lives.
That maybe now the city ought to sue Rodney King.
Right. Of course you're right. They ought to sue him for endangering the health of the entire population of Los Angeles on that spree he was on.
Absolutely.
I call it a spree. It was an unsuccessful spree to mow people down because he was running through the... He was caught. We saved him from he owes us money. He owes us $4 million. The city of Los Angeles is owed money. Now, where is a friggin' lawyer that'll take up the case? Not one of those skeevy sharks will take the case. They're not their enemies. Lawyers. Dirt. What else you got?
Let me see. Deborah Norville returns as an anchor tonight on a new CBS magazine called America Tonight.
Lawyers are lower than Rodney King.
The new Fox cable channel is starting up in certain markets called FX.
I know all the people working over there telling me how great it's going to be. FX. They're going to have a new cable channel. They're rerunning
yeah, what is going to be
Boat.
on this?
I don't know.
Boat?
I don't even understand what it is. They're rerunning Dynasty. I think they lost their minds over there. FX. They're going to rerun Dynasty.
Well, I don't understand. I don't even know where you'll be able to get it. I don't know if I can get this one.
And they have a live morning show, so they said, we're bringing back live television. I said, well, I think Regis and Kathy Lee brought that back.
Oh, we're out of luck. New Yorkers aren't going to get it. None of us. So we're all equal now. As far as FX is concerned.
If I get that, I'll shoot myself. FX. It's got a cool name, but it doesn't do it. Did you see the lineup of what they got on there? They got a list in the paper.
I only saw that they've built some apartment as a set.
Yeah, that's what they're raving about. There's going to be a different kind of television because our set is like an apartment. I said, what kind of channel is that? Does anybody have a newspaper? I'm telling you. Give me that paper. I'm telling you. Right in the back. Give me that, Jackie. That one. That Post. Or Daily News. I don't know. Do they have it, Fred?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Hey, listen to this. They started a new cable channel, right? It's the Fox channel. They call it FX. All right, what do they got? Here. Breakfast Time, a show for 4 hours, like a morning show. Okay?
4 hours, like radio and TV.
Right. 4 hours to eat breakfast, right. Before the breakfast show is the Pet Department. It's a show about pets.
Oh, I'll watch that.
Then they have Dynasty, Heart to Heart, Fantasy Island.
Oh.
8 is Enough, Family Affair. Then they rerun the Pet Show again. Greatest American Hero, Wonder Woman, Batman, Mission Impossible, Heart to Heart. And there's some woman running it. I met her. Her name is, I don't know.
It's not that Lucy girl?
No, not Lucy. Lucy runs Fox.
I didn't know whether she had switched over.
This is another ex-secretary.
Ah.
And she says, oh, it's a different kind of channel. It's going to be wild. It's going to be what the people want. It's TV that talks
Why
to you.
does a woman have to be an ex-secretary?
Because she is.
She was a secretary?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secretary, yeah.
Mission Impossible, Heart to Heart, Home and Away, Dynasty again, another Dynasty, In Living Color, Batman, and then at 1 o'clock in the morning, paid programming.
What Batman is that? That old TV show?
Yeah, Batman.
Well, you've just made me happy. I'm glad I don't have that cable channel.
What channel is that? You get all excited. There's a new cable channel, FX.
I think you're going to see something.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. You mean that's it? That's the channel? Because I sat with them. I tried to understand what this channel... She goes, it's different. It's got dynasty. It shows that are geared to...
Who?
70.
Yeah. That's it, yeah. Like all the reruns we like. I go, I hated those
Love
shows.
Boat?
Fantasy Island? They sucked then. 8 is enough. How many times am I going to see that?
Shows you didn't like the first one.
Yeah, shows you didn't like the first one.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Batman. Batman. Frank Gorshin in tights.
He was a great Riddler. Come on.
Yeah. Anything else, Robin?
I was just going to say that there's another basketball game on tonight. It's the Pacers versus the Knicks.
How are the Knicks doing?
It's tied 2-2 now, isn't it?
They lost the last 2.
They lost the last. I thought
right, because they were in Indiana.
Isn't it like the Knicks are down 2 games?
No.
It's 2-2.
The Knicks won the first 2 games.
It's unbelievable because they got that big African. Akeem Olajuwon. You got to get tape of him, Robin. Wait till you hear him talk. He can barely speak English.
He has a very thick accent.
Yeah, it's
well,
great.
He is African.
Yeah, can you get some tape of him?
Sure.
Is he Nigerian?
I don't remember exactly where he's from, but he was literally found. Wasn't he?
Robin, is that the guy that you told me the story that they showed him a hoop and a ball?
Yeah.
I told him to put the ball in it, and he jumped so high he broke his teeth.
No, that was Manute Bol.
Yeah, Manute Bol.
He broke his teeth.
He's the guy they have to feed like calcium to keep his bones from breaking. But this guy, Akeem Olajuwon.
No, it's Hakeem.
Hakeem.
You know what happened? He came here, and it was Akeem, and then he added the H because that's the way it was. You know, they Americanized his name, and he got very angry.
American, like Akeem is. What it was is nobody knew how to pronounce it.
It's Hakeem.
Hakeem. I knew a guy named Hawk Louie. Hakeem.
Wasn't it Hawk Louie, but they Americanized?
Hawk Louie, yeah. Hawk Louie. We got to get some tape of this guy. He's like right off the boat.
Oh, boy.
But he's like unbelievable.
Well, he is right off the boat.
Yeah, the Knicks.
But he's not playing against the Knicks yet.
Oh, he's not?
No,
that's the team they're going to lose to.
The Rockets beat the Utah Jazz last night.
Yeah.
So that's it. So now the winner of the Indiana Knicks.
Oh, they're not even up to. Oh, they're never going to win that one. When they play that guy Hakeem,
they're out of it.
They're out of it.
Well,
the Knicks will. I'll bet you right now.
Let me tell you something. The Knicks
that if the Knicks get past this,
they still have to get past the Pacers.
Right. If they don't get past the Pacers,
wasn't it supposed to be easy? You told me, Gary.
Yeah. Well, here's what happened.
It was supposed to be easy.
Here's what happened. The Knicks won the first 2 games, and it looked like it was going to be a sweep.
Yeah. Right.
Now Indiana hasn't lost in their in their home court since April 1st. So the Knicks go there the first game on Saturday to play them, and they set the all-time playoff record for lowest amount of points scored.
Right.
68 points in a game. When's the last time you heard a team score 68 points?
I thought that was a halftime score.
Right. So then they go back again on Monday, and they were down a little bit, and then the Knicks made a comeback. They were actually up by 2 in the fourth quarter, and then they blew it.
Right.
So now,
they suck.
So now it's 2 games apiece, and the Knicks are coming back home, and they'll probably win it in 6. Or maybe 7. They better win. And then
all I know is I'll bet you on the game between Hakeem and the Knicks.
That's a tough one.
Tough. I'll bet you. How much you want to go?
Well, I'm not ready for that yet.
Why not? Why aren't you ready?
Because he doesn't know if they're going to get past the Pacers.
They will.
All right, so we'll make that bet when it comes to it.
Why? Why don't you make it now? If the bet never comes to fruition, it doesn't come.
I'll tell you, because I want to see if the Knicks just plow right over the Pacers and come back, or if they suck and go to 7 games. And
nah, let's make the bet now.
Oh, I see what he's saying. He doesn't know how he feels about the Knicks versus.
How much you want to go? How much you got?
You know, I used to win all the time against you, but I lost the last 2 times, so I'm a little nervous.
Come on.
I gave you $200 for that Dallas Super Bowl.
You're stupid.
I know I am.
All right, listen to me. As much as you watch sports, I still win these bets. Okay, here it is. $500.
Oh! I don't have it.
Come on, you've been watching the Knicks all year, Gary.
Right, and the reason why I've been watching them and not going is because I don't have the $500 for tickets.
Come on, bet.
Bet, yeah, pussy, bet. Go for it. Yeah.
I can't do 500.
250.
I can't even do 100.
I'll spot you the money.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah.
What are you doing that for?
Just to see him in the game. I hate this.
Yeah.
Even Robin can't stand the way you bet like a woman. What are we betting?
$100.
All right, $100 it is. I have Hakeem.
Okay, but now if the Knicks don't beat the Pacers, all bets are off.
Right. That's right.
Not like you're going to collect on that, too.
Right. Okay?
All right.
You got a nice future bet to look forward to. You might as well give me the 100 now. Go borrow it. Stop begging Robin for the 100. You sure you want to go 100? Big man?
Yeah.
All right.
Go as high as you want, Gare.
No.
Your bankroll.
All right, do the 5 then. Do the 500.
She ain't going to give you 500.
I know. You know.
I will.
Then what if she doesn't give it to you? Then you owe me $500.
No,
You're right.
he won't. I'll pay. I will.
You know why I don't trust this? Because I know if I lose, I'm going to pay the $500, but then I'm going to feel all bad for him on the $500 and not make him pay, as usual.
I'll split, Robin, you bankroll me, and I'll split the winnings.
All right.
200.
200?
Yeah, that way if I win...
you got to pay if you lose, and I don't care if you can't get the money out of Robin.
No problem. No problem. He will.
This is a sucker's bet.
Why don't I just make the bet directly? Because Robin knows I won't bet her directly because she never pays. So you take it up with her. You owe me $200.
I'll pay.
This is as good as in the bank.
Robin, you wouldn't leave my baby hungry.
No, I wouldn't. I would. Your baby gonna have shoes.
You got a Ford-strained banana.
Hey, we better get out of here.
Oh, and finally this morning, I see in the paper that Janice Pennington, one of the other Price is Right models, is coming to the aid of Bob Barker. She says that everyone knew that, what's her name? Diane Parkinson, who has now said she wants to file an $8 million lawsuit against Bob Barker for sexual harassment.
Yeah,
everyone knew that she was after Bob. They'd be sitting around in the office, and Diane would walk into the office and sit on Bob's lap.
Yeah.
And was always coming on to him. She said they didn't see any sex or anything going on in the office, but it was obvious that Diane was after him.
Yeah, like the secret life of Bob Barker.
Turbulent life.
I mean, it's wild.
Diane Parkinson is mulling over whether to call us or not. She doesn't want to talk to anybody, but she feels... I told her how supportive of her that you were.
Yeah.
And she's thinking about calling.
No, I told her she's going to have a tough time with this case. This is going to be rough. You know, because
it's very difficult to prove these sort of things.
Especially after 3 years. And then also have a year and a half of... I don't know. It's going to be a tough one for her. I don't care if she just comes in here and just starts fooling around with me again.
Of course.
She can't sue me for a phone call, can she?
I don't think so. I think that that's pretty well safe.
Good.
She may call you and ask you to, like, be a character witness for her.
Oh, I'll do that. She was suckling for my tongue.
She's got great character.
As far as I'm concerned, she's got it all. Character and everything else.
Look at her. Can't you see?
She's a piece of ass.
She reeks a character.
Even at 50.
At 50?
That's how old she is. 54?
At least she doesn't... Who said she was 54?
How old is she?
She tells the people from Playboy that she's either 43 or 44.
No.
Add 10.
What do you mean? It's an approximation? 43?
Well, no. The people at Playboy said she's 43 or 44.
What, did they lose her birth records?
Some of us believe... Some of us in the industry believe
she was born in 1898.
A little bit. Fred thinks she's like over 50. I think she's in her middle to late 40s.
Fred said he saw Civil War pictures in her purse.
Oh, get out of here.
U.S. Grant.
Let me tell you something. I don't care how old she is. I would nail her in a second.
She's a kitten.
Even with her filing those Bob Barker sex harassment suits.
I think she should admit her real age because then it'll show just how great she looked for her age.
That could be her real age. It could be.
She still looks great.
Yeah.
43.
I was saying 44.
Okay, 44.
She looks great, though, man.
Yeah.
She's got the big breasts, thin waist, beautiful ass.
Hey, you know what?
Long, thin legs. Yes, Tom?
I knew Tom would have to show up sometime.
What is it, Tom?
Commercials. It's 11:30.
What time is it?
11:30.
Oh, good. Oh, okay.
Is it really?
Yeah, we got to go. Tom is absolutely right again.
Remind me to tell you about Nicole Egger tomorrow.
What about her?
I just got a weird... I got a fax about her. I'll tell you about it tomorrow.
Really?
She's
a weird fax?
Oh, good.
I'll just tell you very quickly. She's reinventing herself. Yeah. She's disassociating herself from Baywatch, dyed her hair black, and supposedly she's having her breast implants removed. This is a fact that somebody sent me.
Really? That would be a big mistake.
Reinventing herself.
What, to the negative side? I mean, why not be attractive?
Oh, no. You think she wouldn't be attractive with black hair?
No, without the breast implants.
We'll have to look into that.
All right. Robin?
Yes.
It's time to go.
Okay.
Never heard of it. He gets a fax, he believes it. You know what the fax is from? Crazy Jerry.
No, it was Madonna's sister.
Madonna's sister. Jackie, congratulations to you on your new CD. $10 plus free shipping and handling. Price includes full-color Jokeland catalog. Call 1-800-323-5464. And this Saturday, June 4th, there's a big show at the Starlight Theater in Albany, New York. For dirty jokes and info, call 516-9221. Stuttering John will be making two big Cleveland appearances this Friday, June 3rd at 4 p.m. John will be signing his newly released CD at Quonset Hut Records on Broadview and Pleasant Valley Road in Parma. And at 10 p.m., John's band will be playing at the Agora Theater. Come meet Billy West. The voice of Ren and Stimpy from 6 to 8 tonight at the Circle Animation Gallery in the Times Square area, New York City.
Okay.
I'll be on Letterman June 24th. And if you're planning a wedding or summer party and you need a great DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment, Robin, in the New York tri-state area. Call 718-BAG-5040. Robin, we do have to go. I'll see you tomorrow.
97.1 The Eagle. Go.